Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be another episode of Reforge Gaming News covering some leaks. Horizon Forbidden West new leaks about gameplay, nothing about the story. So if you want to proceed and watch this video, watch my breakdown right here at the beginning. Don't worry, there'll be no story spoilers, but there will be a spoiler about a significant piece of the gameplay. So if you like these types of videos, hit subscribe and the bell button. That way you do not miss the content. And we like to start the video and put this little segment right here at the update. It's for another channel that we have for small short updates. If you like that, hit subscribe here or over there and enjoy the discussion afterwards as well on this past broadcast. This is a Reforge update. Horizon Forbidden West leaks continue to come through, and this one is pretty big. It was by accident, but it confirms something pretty significant for gameplay. No story spoilers are contained in this video, but it will contain a spoiler about a gameplay mechanic. If you like these quick updates, hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss these uploads. So this one comes from Games Radar, but it actually comes from another website that made a little bit of a mistake, and Games Radar had the following to say. According to a post on Reset Era, a review from a Chinese gaming website has accidentally leaked details about Horizon Forbidden West. We will be discussing those details, so if you want to go on without any extra information, don't read. So they're like, listen, these are details about gameplay. If you don't want them, then don't read. Now, what exactly was leaked? As detailed in the Reset Era thread, Horizon Forbidden West has finally got a highly requested flying mechanic. Translated excerpts from the review suggested that the Sunwing, a mechanical solar-powered winged being, machine, it can be used to mount. So they said used as a mount, So it can be used as a mount. It isn't clear, however, if any other machines will also have the same feature. There's actually a scene in one of the trailers where Aloy jumps off a cliff toward some of the flying machines, and then she gets out her glider, kind of teasing the fact that it looks like she maybe is going to jump on them, and then she opts not to. So there are some flying machines in the game. In a lot of the trailers you've seen them. There were some obviously in the first game, and this was something that many people were curious about. Now, in my opinion, it's a bit of an odd narrative, because one of the talking points from the sort of critics, or I call them preemptive complainers, they complain about a game before it even comes out, has been that the support of old gen was going to hold back Horizon Forbidden West, and they said that flying mounts was one of the things we weren't going to get, and they were sort of blaming the cross-generational support of the PlayStation 4. Now, according to this article, although an exciting new addition to the Horizon series, perhaps it's not too surprising that Guerrilla decided to implement this mechanic in the upcoming sequel. In fact, earlier this year, it was discovered that Horizon Zero Dawn at one point did have a flying mechanic in an early build of the game. In a video containing footage of Horizon Zero Dawn back in 2012, we see Aloy riding on the back of what looks like a Glinthawk. So, even in the first game, which was designed from the ground up for the PlayStation 4, at some point they had a flying mechanic in the game. Now, we don't know why they didn't put it in. They could have decided it was maybe too ambitious. Maybe it wasn't working all that well, but it certainly was possible. So the narrative that cross-gen support has somehow held this game back, and that one of the reasons people believe this was about the flying mechanic, I believe has generally been a pretty false narrative. The doubt about this game's quality and the doubt about how good the game will look has also been, in my opinion, strongly and demonstrably disproven with the footage of how well the game runs on PS4 that recently came out. The PS4 footage of Horizon Forbidden West is undeniably good. It looks great. There's nothing about it that seems less than or inferior, except for maybe the lighting as well as the frames. You're not going to get the 60 frames per second. It's just impossible on those old systems, and some of the very fancy lighting effects and light reflections are, they're just not possible on the older equipment. But other than that, the game looks breathtaking on the PlayStation 4. So, apparently, according to a leaked Chinese review, we're getting a flying mechanic as well. So, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll see the rest of you right now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another day here on Reforge Gaming. We appreciate the strong turnout this morning, and we will be getting into Lost Ark this afternoon for more gameplay, and I have figured out a really, really great way to use controller, which was something I was avoiding, and I think they may have even added something that has really streamlined controller support in the game. So make sure you are on live chat, make sure you have smashed the like button, and make sure you say good morning in the chat. We all love to see all those good morning messages. What's good, feed? I see you in the chat. We also have the there's new footage to look at. There's a really great video put out by I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. There's like new footage that he kind of spliced all together for us, so it's a bit of a montage, and it's great because it kind of shows the various things that have happened. PlayStation Grenade put together this video. It's about 10 minutes long, and in this video, I think we see some of the earlier hints, or even maybe a bit of a wink from the developer, a bit of a head nod that, you know, a flying mount will be possible. I actually think it's contained in this footage, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm reading too much into it. Let me see here. Everything new in Forbidden West. Here we go. Let me make sure it's on the highest resolution possible and get you guys a full screen version here and turn off the controls. So it's really, really early in this footage. Right? No, that's not it. Now, those are the ones that I actually think we're going to be able to fly on. I don't know. Lono Scuff sponsor when? Yeah, I need to reach out to them. They said to reach out in the new year, so they weren't adding anybody last year. It's early in this montage that this guy put together. PlayStation Grenade, again, putting this video together that I think gives, you know, a pretty good insight. Now, look at this. This is like some of the initial plans they had for the game. Did you see the graphics? The game has come a really, really far way since its inception. Now, some of this footage you're going to find familiar. Some of this stuff we've seen, and it even kind of loops here. It does it twice, her little throw. This is, again, just a nice montage that PlayStation Grenade put together, showing all these different things. Now, again, very early in this trailer, very early in this video, I think there is a hint about what was contained in this Chinese, in this sort of the Chinese review that sort of leaked. I'm trying to think of a good poll question for you guys. I didn't use mounts a lot in the first game. I liked to be on foot, as opposed to constantly being on a mount. I don't know why. I do the same thing when I play like a game like Call of Duty. I don't like to get into the vehicles. I like to be on foot. So the other thing that we've seen recently is that shot there of her riding. The reveal trailer compared to the actual graphics in the game. Somebody did a side-by-side, and they said that the game itself actually looks better now than when it initially released. So the initial trailer, released. So if you're just tuning in, we are discussing Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay info, a leak that has nothing to do with the story, but it is a leak about gameplay. There will be like mountable flying machines in the next game. This is a long requested feature, and many people thought it wasn't going to be in the game. Oh yeah, that was the thing that I wanted to show people. That's the video that confirms it, right? Yeah. Oh, does she get on it? Or they just hint that she's going. Yeah, they hint that she's going to. That footage is perfect to go with what I'm going to show you. It's early in this trailer. Thank you, Barrier. You don't mount much in Ghost of Tsushima. You know, I actually mount more in Ghost of Tsushima than probably any game I've ever played. I don't know why. I just don't know why. It's weird why I have a stigma about like yeah, this is new. That was new footage there. There's like a transition there. I hadn't seen that before, where she like climbs up and all of a sudden she's like right next to a tall neck. And then we've seen this. Yeah, we've seen this. This is one of the bigger fights they released very early on. Good iframes there. She's able to roll over that blast. I love mounts. I'll 100% take advantage of a flying mount. I never use mounts. All right, well, that's what we're going to ask people. Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. Which do you prefer? Mounts on foot. Mounts or on foot? Which do you prefer when you play a game like this? I'm actually really, really curious. Yo, Greenside, B420 Greenside, 6 months of memberships. I'm going to find a raptor, and I'm going to make him my buddy and name him Fred. Happy half a year. Dude, thank you for half a year, my friend. That's very, very kind. Explore first, mount later. Is that like dating advice, Robert, or just how you're going to play the game? I'm sorry. I don't know why Breath of the Wild's in here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's just saying here's the influences for the climbing, the traversal, and the gliding. I don't know why suddenly Breath of the Wild is in there. What's good, Silent Warrior? Good to see you. Where is the section with the flying? I swore it was really, really early on. Do we know if there's flying mounts? That's what the leak was about, Kat. That's what the leak was about. There was a Chinese review that leaked, and they've since taken it down, and it indicated that there were mounts that you could get on and fly on. There was a flying. It's described here as a mechanical pterosaur with the solar-powered wings, and it can be used as a mount. So the pterosaur, I'm fairly certain the pterosaur is in one of the sections where she like runs to the edge and jumps off, and we're going to show that alongside of another leaked video that played up on a wall. Where is that anyway? It's in another country, right? No, is that Times Square? There's a little video thing that ran in Times Square that shows her jumping on one. Influences for Breath of the Wild comes from Shadow of the Colossus. Well, I'm sure Shadow of the Colossus borrowed from other games, which borrowed from other games, which borrowed from other games, and then eventually we're back at Pong. So, like, you know, you we can do, you know, reducible. We can do reducible comparisons all the way back to, like, I don't even know, like an amoeba, like, you know what I'm saying? Breath of the Wild is certainly a game that borrowed from others, but many other games have directly borrowed from Breath of the Wild with respect to traversal and open world exploration. Which again, you could go back and maybe say, well, here's how much Breath of the Wild borrowed from other games, but eventually it gets to the point where we're being pedantic. Is she on a new continent? No, this is the same place. She's just going to a completely new area, and I think some of the DLC she'll be going out to the Forbidden West, beyond the barriers. Like, I think that's what some of the DLC is going to be. I don't think she's necessarily. I mean, she goes to the Forbidden West. I'm sorry, but there's areas beyond that she talks about, and I think that might be some of the DLC. Mounts in Red Dead Redemption 2 is a must. Oh my gosh, yeah, you can't play a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 and not use mounts. Try to find a video of the ad on YouTube. Yeah, it's really hard to find that video where she gets on the mount. Oh, here, Orlog, the dice game. I'm still waiting for mine. I did the Kickstarter, and they had all these shipping problems. I still haven't gotten my Assassin's Creed Valhalla dice game. Guys, don't forget all the various ways to support the channel. Hitting subscribe, hitting the like button, buying some coffee, buying a shirt from 80s Tees, or buying a disc plate. We appreciate you supporting all the sponsors. Or, buy some glasses or some sunglasses from Gunner. That turtle is new. I don't know what this. I think this is in the new video about challenges. I do not remember seeing that turtle until just recently, like today. Thanks for the great content while doing the boring office work. No worries, Kraken. No worries, dude. That looks like... I had a toy dinosaur that looked like that machine. It's got some more... now, here she's got mounted combat with other mounted people. This is one in the Southwest, I believe. So, like Arizona, Southern California, Nevada. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's moving through parts of the United States. Got it. I never considered that the structures and stuff. She's going to start to see stuff that might be reminiscent of. Is there stuff in the first game that's reminiscent of like actual cities? So is spear throw a thing? It's a whole new weapon. Yes, Dylan. It's a weapon you throw, and I love that, man. She is so freaking tough. I love the face paint shot of her. Yeah, it's a whole new area. The Bay Area is where it's at. Egnart says yes. So there were areas in the first game that you could spot American landmarks. Oh, no, there's the first time we saw the turtle. That's one of the earliest trailers right there. She's in Montana. Okay. I did not know that. I didn't pick up on that in the first game. Either that or I just completely forgot. You go, here it is. Okay. This, to me, was a teaser. Here they come, and she jumps right at that one, and she doesn't get on it. See them coming? Boom, and she glides over it. Now, I want you to consider this, which I believe was a bit of a teaser, and I want you to watch this footage from a Times Square billboard where they show Aloy doing something very, very similar. Okay? Here it comes. She jumps. And then it's behind her. Do you see? So she jumps. Now, we don't know if that's supposed to signify her dodging or getting on it, but then one's behind her that seems to be tamed. This again is very similar to the footage I just showed you, indicating that, like, you may be able to jump on these guys while they're flying and tame them while they're flying, because she jumps and then they do this to show, like, maybe this is the after effect or what, but she's got one behind her that's basically her buddy now. This is basically confirming what was leaked in the Chinese review, that she will be able to have a flying mount. And so we'll loop back to this a couple of times today just to show people that this is a believable thing. Right there, very similar idea, very similar approach. It seems to be flying very close to her, and then she does that instead of landing on it. The ad also says, rise above our ruins, and that machine is overridden. Right. Rise above our ruins, like the ability to go up in the air. Yes. I would say that advertisement on the billboard in Times Square, combined with the Chinese review that got leaked, combined with even this footage here of her jumping over the pterosaur, I would say that's pretty locked in. This is in the game. This is in my mind a verified leak, a Horizon Forbidden West gameplay leak that we can take to the bank. We don't run leaks as if they're facts all the time. We always try and take them with a grain of salt or try to take them with caution, but I think we have enough to go on. It literally looks like there is a seat on the back of it, right? Astro Candy renewing their membership for half a year. Welcome back. The badge, the emotes, all that extra good stuff in the Discord. Thank you. I pre-ordered and it's not loading. Like, today is the expected auto download and it's not downloading. I put my PS4 in rest mode and it's not downloading. Rhett, I wouldn't sweat that. I would not sweat that. That's not going to be a concern. I don't think. The first game was crying out for flying mounts. Well, according to the report we read today, the first game actually had flying mounts in it before it was delivered. They opted to not do it. And then many people said, to a certain degree, many people said things like, well, doing cross-generational support for Horizon Forbidden West is going to hold it back. And I continue to push back and say that I saw no evidence of that. It's like, I don't see any evidence that creating this game with cross-generational support is going to hold it back. I see no evidence of that. And many people have continued to debate it. Now, this is a very early rendition of the game. You can see how far the game has come. I'm very angry. I'm going to stop pre-ordering games. Homie, there's time. There's time. I understand your frustration, but you do know that Horizon Forbidden West is not playable for, like, 8 days. So there's plenty of time for you to get it downloaded. If this was, like, day before or day of, I could understand your frustration a little bit more. But, you know, they'll get it figured out. Trust me. Preload for games on PlayStation has been pretty consistent and worked very well. The only recent game that it didn't work too well with was Sifu. And that was an early access thing. That wasn't a preload thing. So that, I don't know. Speaking of pre-orders, I saw there have been reports that some people are getting notifications that their pre-orders of Elden Ring have shipped. Oh, nice. I didn't do any of the big fancy stuff for Elden Ring. I probably should have. We'll just download it and play it like a normal person. The first game actually had an early build with test flight mechanics, but it was cut from the final game. It would make sense that they would revisit it in the sequel. Well, and I think it right there, that's the shot. So right here, if you combine this shot where she runs at this bird and then she does that instead of landing on it, if you combine, hang on, that's the wrong thing. If you combine that with this footage right here, okay, this ad running on a billboard in New York Times, it says "Rise Above Our Ruin." She jumps to dodge or land on, and then it shows she has one now as her partner behind her. I mean, you know, she is clearly taken control of this thing. It's her friend, it's her pal. You know, she named him Terry. That to me, and when you combine it with this. The footage of her jumping over... Wait, did I go back too far? Where is it? Oh, I kept this playing like a dum-dum. Where is it? Oh, no, I'm in the wrong video. That's the video about the challenges. Here we go. Combine it with this footage here of her jumping over. Very similar animation. The spirit of it is very, very much the same. Yo, Clayro Deterp. Yo, thank you so much. A brand new membership from Clayro. Hey, man, let's get a member train going. If you've never done a membership on a channel before, click the join button or the $ at the bottom of chat. We really would love to see 500 members on the channel. We need about 50 new members. Gifted memberships are coming, but when you hit that member button for $5 a month, you can get a badge, you can get emotes, you get increased access in my Discord. We don't get a lot of new members here, so hop on. Clayro just started it, all right? Terry confirmed in the game, that's right. I'm telling you, there has to be named ones that you tame 100%. Oh, that like you can summon, you mean? Like you name it and it's yours? Is that what you mean, Butters? What are these poll results? I can't see it today. The poll results are at the top of the chat. Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. Which do you prefer? Mounts or on foot? And it's split right down the middle. This is funny. So I'm not alone in somebody that just prefers to be on foot. 55% are saying they prefer to use mounts. And 46% are saying they... Oh, I'm sorry, it just shifted. 54 and 46. 46 prefer to be on foot. So there are people... In a decent quantity this morning. Take that poll at the top of the chat. We want to hear from you. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, be sure to hit subscribe. That way you can be here for these talk shows. Usually I am in this scene here and we're doing a bit of a talk show, but we're looking at a new gameplay montage put together by PlayStation Grenade that I think shows a really, really good showcasing of all the various things in the game. And make sure you're subscribed. I am a Safe for Work broadcaster with very little radio silence on the show. It's kind of like video game radio. So be sure to hit subscribe, the bell button. That way you don't miss the shows Monday through Friday. A lot of people just throw me on in the background of their workday. So 13 months from Kill You. Lono, you the best. I'm off work, so looking forward to watching the best stream live today. Keeping the member train going. Kill You's jumping on. Thank you for 13 months, Kill You. You the best. The game companies give us the chance to pay what we think the game is worth. That's how I see you're talking about microtransactions. Was a little late today. Did you read the article I posted last night? Leaked review confirmed flying mounts as well. Yes, that's what today is about. If you guys missed the news, there's no spoilers. The Horizon Forbidden West leaks that I'm covering today have nothing to do with story spoilers. It was leaked by a Chinese gaming review website detailing that the mechanical pterosaur with solar-powered wings can be used as a mount. There was also an advertisement that ran in Times Square on a Times Square billboard showing Aloy jumping, seemingly about to jump on a pterosaur, and then one is behind her as it's been tamed, and then it says "Rise Above Our Ruin," again hinting, if not confirming, that you will be able to tame and fly in this game. Tame flying machines and then fly on them in this game. So very, very exciting to have that basically confirmed. And again, I think this pushes back on the notion that, you know, old cross-gen support is holding the game back. Jerry Main keeping the membership train going. Half a year of membership. Welcome on in, Jerry Main. Thank you. How it will work. Hang on. Butters said, I assume there will be a taming minigame. I assume it will be more like the Lord of the Rings where you fight a guy and he joins you. So you will get named mechs that you need to tame. Yo, Risic coming in with a $25 tip. So generous. It depends on the game you are playing when it comes to mounts. You can sometimes see more by not being on the mount. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that frustrates me, where people, they want so badly to just fast travel, ride them out, and it's like, man, oh man, enjoy the game for a little while before you start doing that. You turn the game into something that's very, very transactional, very basic, and then you don't enjoy the beauty of the world. You know, it already was a mechanic for mounts and creating your own. There's wrinkles under her skin. Yeah, in her eye. Yeah, the details in the characters are amazing. Like, look at her individual eyebrow hairs and eyelashes. Like, I think the hair in this game is the one thing that I noticed the most when we've been analyzing the footage. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, the channel and stream was at the top of my feed today. Good to hear, Fuzzy. Thanks for being here. If you can't name your mounts, that's a missed opportunity. Yeah, I think what Butters is talking about is like a legendary animal that you fight. He's saying, right, yeah, and you fight them and then they become yours. Yeah, but Eugene is right. It's a pretty simple mechanic. You walk up to the animal and you, like, touch them with your stick, and then you tame them. Now, obviously, with the flying one, you're going to have to do what they hint at in the Times Square advertisement, where she's going to jump on top. You know, if not, you'd have to find the suckers landed on the ground. I'm assuming there's going to be opportunities to go to high places and jump down on them and then tame them, you know? Kind of like how you climb the tall neck and then you use the tall neck to scan the area in a similar way, right? My niece loved the first game. Now, she and my daughters are teenagers. I feel old. Yeah, connect with nature. It's kind of like that. You actually have to upgrade to get the ability. You upgrade your staff or your whatever. You put something on it that allows you to interact with and control them. And I believe initially you can only control pretty basic ones, and then you get more and more. So no, we are not talking about story leaks, Doomslayer. The Horizon Forbidden West leak that we are covering is confirmation that there will be flying mounts in the game, and then combing over footage. This PlayStation Grenade channel put together a really nice montage of new footage. They're, you know, fighting the monkeys. Dylan keeping the membership train alive. Thank you, Dylan, keeping a member at the top of the chat, hitting the join button. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You are dope and deserve dope stuff. If you are tuning in, no worries about Horizon Forbidden West leaks leading to story spoilers. We are simply talking about confirmation, all but being strongly confirmed now, that there will be flying mounts in Horizon Forbidden West. There is footage in this mashup that PlayStation Grenade put together that is new. There's footage in here that I think kind of confirms they've been hinting at it for a while. And then there was an advertisement that ran right here. Boom. So I've been showing this multiple times. So you see here, she jumps, and it looks like she's going to land on that one, and then she gets her glider out. I mean, her trajectory is even kind of pointed. Oops, let me get my mouse out of the way. It's even kind of pointed at the guy. She's almost, it's because she like kind of turns. See how the camera turns? And then she almost lands on him. Now, if you combine this with what we see here, this ran up in on a Times Square billboard. She jumps cinematically, obviously, and lands, and then a tamed one is behind her. So, and then it says rise above our ruin. If that's not confirmation that this leak is rock solid, I mean, I don't know what else is. This, again, is very similar cinematically. It's a cinematic. It's not gameplay. But this is cinematically similar to the other video, right? The other video that we've got Let me go out of full screen. Twitter video actually behaving itself today. It's really, really similar to this. Same idea. They're flying at her. She jumps over, and instead of landing on it, she opts to get out the glider. So I think they've laid in hints and glimpses at flying mounts. I actually think they've done it for a while now, since some of the initial trailers came out, just showing sort of cinematically how the game's going to go and how the game's going to look. I actually think they probably could have done it in the first game. Apparently there were builds for flying mounts in the early game, but they got pulled out for whatever reason. Dylan says, first ever membership to a creator, but you deserve it. Been following you for a few years now. Appreciate all the hard work you put into your content. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, make sure and get in the Discord if you're a member. Utilize that membership. Get in the Lost Ark Guild. We'll be playing more Lost Ark this afternoon. I tell you what, I figured out how to make a controller work really, really well with the game, and I think they might have added something that was not in the beta that has made controller support all the better. Good morning, people. How are you? This game looks great. Here they're talking about haptic feedback. They show some of the games that have utilized haptic feedback quite a bit, and this game will do the same in the tall grass as well as some of the other areas, with maybe even the menu system and changing your gear and stuff. You think you'll experience any issues on the PS4? There is so there's Horizon Forbidden West PS4 gameplay available right now, and we broke it down last week, I think. And I'm telling you, I didn't see any issues at all other than the fact that it's 30 frames per second. If you don't mind and you're used to 30 frames per second, you have nothing to worry about. Kraken, keeping the membership train going. Let's go. There's 2 members at the top of the chat. I love to see that. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You're dope and deserve dope stuff. Be sure to cash in on those benefits in our Discord. We're working on getting to 500 members, unlocking an emote, so keep hitting that join button. I think you can hit the $ at the bottom of the chat as well, and it gives you the option to do membership there. It's divided evenly between how my wife and I play, says Albert. I prefer a mount, and she'll travel by foot so that she can forage everything. Right, Albert. Isn't that interesting that, like, I think I'm more like your wife. I want to be on foot. I don't want to miss anything. I want to be able to grab everything. I want to have plenty of resources. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the reasons I don't like being on a mount. Even funny enough, even in a game like Lost Ark, I have to force myself to get on the mount because it is significantly faster. Hey, another member coming in. We got 3 at the top of the chat now. Michael Corey coming in. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You are dope, and you deserve dope stuff. I appreciate you mentioning the controller for Lost Ark. You know what I did, Russell? I made the right joystick act like a mouse so I can adjust its sensitivity, and it's so much better. And they did something with the point attacks that I'm telling you was not present in the beta. Could you collect materials? Could you collect materials on the mount in the first game? Yes, I believe that was a feature that you unlock. Some of y'all have played more recently than I. I believe that was something that you could do. You could like be riding and go up to stuff and just pick stuff up. Can you fly in Horizon Forbidden West? That is what today's coverage is about. Horizon Forbidden West leaks. A new leak from a Chinese game review website indicated there are pterosaurs in the game with solar-powered wings that can be, quote, used as a flying mount. And there's a trailer, and good observation from Barrier about this footage that ran in Times Square. The color changes, signifying that she's not just purifying the corruption, but she's purifying the land and the machine, and the machine is now her buddy. So she does this sort of jumping animation. It seems as if she's going to land on it, or you know, and then take control of it, and then it says "Rise above our ruin." So we mark this. We mark this as pretty much confirmation that there will be and the leak from the Chinese gaming site that there will be flying mounts in the game. And I've even argued this morning that this footage that we've been watching as early as one of the first trailers when they show her jump over a pterosaur and then use her glider, kind of hinting at the fact that they will be mountable and tameable as well. It's going to be auto-downloading tomorrow. I just found out that the pre-order for Forbidden West is going to be tomorrow. See? There you go. No worries. No cause for alarm or concern. You'll be able to get it all preloaded and ready to go tomorrow. I'm like you, Rhett. I love having things preloaded. I don't like having to stress about that kind of stuff. Train's always here. Yo, what's good, Train? Thanks for being here. Member Train Hype. Do you know how many machines there are in the game? Oh, how many machines are there, Eugene? You read and you said there was this many, and then there was whoops, knocking my coffee down. You said there was a certain amount in this game, and then you also remembered how many were in the previous. I don't know that total. Yeah, there's a spear throw with like a timing explosive on it. That's pretty nice. Who's going to be the first coffee order of the day? Plenty of members. Member train still going. We still have members at the top of the chat. Don't let those members at the top of the chat fall off. You can get fricked in February. Use code GETFRICKED and get 20% off our holiday blend. The Frickmas blend down into like the final 80-something bags. Once it's gone, it's gone. But you can get 20% off. The holiday blend was our most popular coffee in November and December. So be sure to use that code. That is not a sponsor, by the way. That's our coffee. Like my wife and kids bag it up and ship it to you. You're supporting small family business when you order it. So we appreciate you guys doing that. There were 25 in the old game. Not all of them are in this one. So it's safe to say 20 or more brand new machines for a total of 40. Okay, there's 33 plus 10 variants. My reviewer friend showed me, says Doomslayer. Okay. So 33 plus 10, so 43. 40 plus machines, and then Eugene saying 40. So it sounds like we're going to be in the low 40s on the machines, with obviously some repeats from the first game, but mostly what they've shown us are new machines. There's literally the first game I've actually scheduled a day off for through midnight through Sunday next week is going to be all Horizon Forbidden West. Man, you'll be really far in the game. That is amazing. If you guys are enjoying the coverage this morning, thank you for being here. Typically, I am in this scene here having a conversation with you. It's like video game radio. It's a daily video gaming news talk show. I am safe for work, so a lot of people throw me on in the background of their day. You can subscribe in confidence. Monday through Friday, I'll be here talking to you, covering games. We do gameplay in the afternoons as well. Sometimes we do 2 talk shows, but we will be doing some Lost Ark gameplay this afternoon. If you're curious about that game, I'll show you how to use a controller, which is really changing gameplay for me. Yes, I will show you how I did the controller thing in Lost Ark. I'll walk you guys through how to do it. I would love to fly in Horizon Forbidden West, but I'm definitely going to swim and walk around the land. Yeah, if you haven't taken our poll yet at the top of the chat, it's very much split down the middle, so choose your side. Choose the type of player that you are. Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, which do you prefer? Are you going to want to use mounts, or are you going to want to be on foot? And buddy, it is right down the middle, a 51-49 split. That is incredible. Almost 300 votes already, so cast your votes right now if you haven't already. Be sure to smash the like button as well. Hitting the like button and hitting subscribe is totally free, and it does support the channel and this video. We will obviously be playing this game, covering it. We'll be playing and covering Elden Ring as well, so thank you so much for being here this morning. I have 400 plus hours in Horizon Zero Dawn for no reason, so I'm scared to see how much I'll have in Forbidden West. Tommy says, PSA, you can save $10 on the PS5 digital version by purchasing the PS4 version through the web browser. I have not been promoting that because I prefer just to buy it at the full price on my PS5. I want to support Guerrilla. I want to support the game. If, a couple 100,000 people take that advice, that's actually like a lot of money that they're not going to get. So I hope all of the early adopter PS5 users, can choose to not do that. I know you can. Feel free to be economical about it. I know times are tough for some folks, and that $10, may be a difference maker for you. But again, if a couple 100,000 people out of all the purchasers do that $10 savings, that's a lot of freaking money that they're not going to get. So, probably sometimes next fall. Accessibility features in Forbidden West. Guerrilla details a few of the key accessibility options that players can use in the game come February the 18th. General accessibility features. So she can do sprinting, sliding, jumping, focus, pulse, climbing. She has a reaching jump, and then she has the pulling. They outline the difficulty settings, and they outline the controller settings in this blog post here. When was this posted? Gameplay assist settings as well. Gameplay assist settings. This is a pretty lengthy blog. Holy moly. When was this posted? See you February 18th. Let me scroll back to the tippity top. This was posted today. This is posted today. We'll take a look at this. We will, let's take a look at this and read through this. Let's take a peek here. Let's take a peek. If you're just tuning in, we are covering the Horizon Forbidden West leak that there will be flying mounts in the game. And we now have a brand new blog from PlayStation about Horizon Forbidden West, accessibility features. So let's take a little perusal here. We might be able to do one more zoom in. Nope. Well, yeah, we can do that. It'll make the text a little bit bigger for you guys. Actually, let's do one more. Yeah, that's pretty good. With the launch of Horizon Forbidden West only a few days away, we are keen to share some of the accessibility features that will be available for our players. Early on in the game's development, we established that we needed to bring the game to as many fans as possible and create an immersive and accessible experience that can be enjoyed by everyone. Some of these return from Horizon Zero Dawn, and some are newly added as we've continued to learn and understand more about the needs of our players. We hope these features help craft the gameplay experience that works best for you, and look forward to hearing your feedback so we can fine-tune it even further. So, general accessibility features, they're just scrolling through. There's not much to look at there. Let's read what they have to say. Okay? There are a couple of things that are automatically enabled upon starting the game, one of them being subtitles. You also have the option to change the size in the background used when subtitles for better visibility. You can select your preferred language, both spoken and subtitles, when starting the game for the first time. Hang on, let me close some things here. Okay. In the game menu, you can find the Notebook, an expansive encyclopedia containing useful information about characters, machines, and data points found in the world. We wanted to ensure that any help can easily be found while you are playing, should you need guidance. So we added a separate tutorial section to study up on game mechanics or controls. There you go. You can see here, it's tutorial. They're looking at tutorials, traversal, and basic moves. So sprinting, sliding, jumping, focus, pulse, climbing, reaching, jump, and pulling. I believe pulling is probably the pull caster, like the rope thing. Difficulty settings. We understand that every player wants their own type of challenge in the Forbidden West, so we have 5 difficulty settings that are tailored to give you the experience you prefer. From story mode, which eases the combat experience so you can focus on exploration and story, to very hard, which presents you with a tough, demanding combat experience and really tests your skills. We are also introducing the custom difficulty setting, which allows you to adjust damage levels that Aloy deals and receives to or from enemies, giving more flexibility in adjusting combat difficulty. Interesting. So I could see people doing, like a glass cannon run, you know what I mean? Making her as, receiving the most possible damage. You know what I'm saying? This could get interesting for people that, like to do that kind of thing, like some replay value. Horizon Forbidden West has a focus on hunting machines, then detaching and looting their resources to craft ammo and upgrade equipment. Many of these resources can be destroyed if not detached before the machine is killed. This can be challenging, so we've introduced an easy loot system. Turning the easy loot option on means that any resource component that are still attached when killing a machine are added to its loot inventory. This lessens the need to detach those components during combat. This system is the default for story and easy difficulties, as well as an option in custom mode. Yo, what's good, Agent Atwood? How are you? Can't wait for this to hit PC at some point. I cannot believe how many people are putting that they think that PlayStation 5 games will be day and date in my comments. I can't believe how many people disagree with me on that. It's staggering. Staggering that they just ignore everything Sony has said up to this point. They're like, no, I just think so therefore it's going to happen. It's like, okay. Controller settings. As Aloy is a skilled and agile hunter, it is important that the controls be as intuitive and comfortable to use, allowing Aloy to use her full range to succeed. With this in mind, we have introduced a number of options to make these controls as accessible as possible. Horizon Forbidden West has a few presets for controls, including left-handed support, but we also implemented fully remappable gameplay controls with guidance on any potential conflicts, meaning you can fully customize which button or input does what. There are also several options to swap between toggle or hold where applicable, invert X or Y axis. Another few features is the Copilot System, which grants a second PlayStation controller with mirrored controls access to the game. This only requires another controller, DualSense controller for PS5, DualShock 4 for PS4, and a second user profile. The Copilot System was implemented thanks to incredible feedback and support from our sightless accessibility consultant. Wait, that means I can play this game with my kiddos. And if they're having a hard time, I'm doing that. I am so doing that. That's awesome. Right? That's so awesome. I'll be able to play with my kiddos. Like, my daughter will really, really like this game, and I'll be able to play it with her. And if it gets too hard, I can just be like, hang on, I gotcha, and she can keep her hands on the controller and not feel like she's got to, hand the controller to Papa. That's awesome. I really like that. And that's obviously great for anybody who is impaired and needs some assistance while playing as well. Obviously, I think that's the spirit of it, but I can be the benefactor of that decision that they've made. Horizon Forbidden West also features optional motion sensor controls. Using the DualSense wireless controller's built-in accelerometer and gyroscope, you can make intuitive micro adjustments to aimed shots for the extra touch of precision. Hang on, I got it. Oh, optional motion sensor controls. Yeah, no thank you. There are sliders for the sensitivity of movement as well as dead zone settings for the analog sticks. You can also quick swap between weapons with one tap and swap the functionality on the left and right sticks for character and camera movement. As the PlayStation 5 version of the game makes use of the adaptive triggers and vibrations, we have introduced settings for players to find these options challenging. You can change the vibration intensity on cinematics, traversal combat UI, or the environment, and you can disable the adaptive triggers when wielding weapons. I, for one, do not like the adaptive triggers. I don't know what you guys think. I've never been a big fan of them. I did it in Hitman 3, and it drove me freaking crazy. It was like, why is the trigger stopping halfway down? I don't understand. So, yeah, I will probably be turning that off. Gameplay assist settings. These settings are aimed at supporting players who may experience difficulties with any aspect of the game. When it comes to weapons in combat, you can, for example, adjust how much the game slows down when the weapon wheel, which allows you to quickly equip a weapon, is activated, or enable aim assist. You can increase the duration of concentration, which temporarily slows down time when you aim your bow, or even set auto concentration if you have concentration left, which saves you from having to activate it yourself in tricky combat situations. I love the adaptive triggers. It takes a minute to get used to them, but after that, it's great. Depends on the game. It's terrible for multiplayer, but fun for solo. I just don't know. On bows, adaptive triggers are cool. On guns, meh. Yeah, Vito, I could see it being nice on a bow, but not on guns. Exactly. I thought you've enjoyed the adaptive triggers. It throws me off. I've been using a basic controller setup for, I don't even know. I mean, when was the first game that used a controller with a trigger? Probably the GameCube was the first time I had like actual triggers on a controller, like genuine, not like bumpers, but genuine triggers to pull. That's a long time, to not have to, why is the trigger, not pulling halfway down? So, if you're just tuning in, we are covering Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay info. There was a leak about mountable flying machines, okay? So I'll give you that info in a little bit. We've covered it quite a bit already, and now we're reading a brand new blog about accessibility settings in Horizon Forbidden West. If you're enjoying the show, hit subscribe, the bell button. The likes on this video are a little low for how many people are here, so make sure and smash that like button. It's free to subscribe, and it's free to hit the like button, and it supports the video as well as the channel. Let's see here. Oh, that's the aim assist that they were showing off. Some other automatic settings to save you a button click are auto sprint, auto heal when you're below 50% health, and auto shield wing, which deploys when you fall from great heights once the ability is unlocked. There's also a setting called climbing annotations always on. This makes available climb options easier to see without requiring the use of the focus. Please note that some of the auto settings only work in story or easy and custom difficulty modes. So you'll have to go to custom if you want to mess with some of this stuff. I'll probably just put it on story for my kiddos so they get all this awesome stuff, and then like I can be on the second controller. This is going to be a really fun game to play with them. They're just taking turns is something they're having to get better at. They don't like to take turns. I mean, who really would? Horizon Forbidden West spans across a huge area, so we have implemented some guidance tools to help you navigate this vast and vibrant world. You can choose if you want to explore the world with minimal guidance, or if you'd like to see markers to help you reach your quest destination. The same goes for waypoints, which are dynamically placed markers to help navigate. For longer travels, you can select Mount Follows Road, so your mount will navigate you to your goal with minimum playable player input. There are pop-up reminders on how to use abilities, weapons, or engage with certain enemies, which you can toggle on or off. If you boot up the game after shutting down your console, there's a Story So Far screen to help you get back into the swing of things. Really? While the PS4 players might encounter the occasional loading screen with helpful hints, PS5 players can toggle between informative and immediate, since the game loads a lot quicker and some might prefer to read the loading screen tips. That was something that was pretty funny with Ghost of Tsushima when it got its update. There are no more loading screens on Ghost of Tsushima, so you don't get those tips. So they have decided, this is actually an interesting thing that they're having to do, to say, listen, if you like those tip screens, you can switch to informative instead of immediate if you'd like to have them pop up. That is actually funny. What a problem to have to deal with. I'm really interested in the Story So Far piece. What's that going to do? Is it going to give you a recap of the cinematics? Is it going to give you a recap of things that you've learned? I'm actually curious about this. Fuzzy with a $10 tip. For better or worse, I bet the Elden Ring versus Horizon Forbidden West will become a proxy for the inevitable difficulty or accessibility debate. It's possible, Fuzzy, and I welcome people to come in and say something so silly, because I'll smack it down very quickly. There's a guy who is, his name on Twitter is like Crypt Daddy or whatever, and he is almost completely immobile, like as far as motor function, movement function. He's in a wheelchair, and he creates content and he streams, and he actually had like a rant about basically he was anticipating the same thing I'm anticipating, that people are going to try to smuggle in the easy mode debate, and they're going to use folks who are handicapped to say, oh, well, this is going to be making it accessible to them. And he's like, no. He's like, I beat Dark Souls without any of that. Don't do that. Basically, like, he's essentially saying what I said, like, don't hijack an accessibility argument about control accessibility so all people can enjoy the game. He's like, we don't need you to make it easier. So I appreciated his rant about it. He can be pretty offensive, so he can be like an off-color comedian a little bit. So be warned. Audio and visual settings. There's a couple of settings here that are specifically aimed at reducing any discomfort our players might experience. Visually, you can fine-tune the camera shake and motion blur settings and completely customize the game's HUD to control what information is visible to you and when. I love tip screens during the first half of the first playthrough, so that's cool. And a recap, previously on Horizon, which is with a nice rumbly voice. Yeah, previously on Lost. Yo, D Crusade's coming in with a membership. Keeping the member train going, man. A lot of new members today. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You are dope and deserve dope stuff. When you click join, it's $5 a month. You get a badge next to your name in chat. You get emotes to use in chat. You get increased access in our Discord. If you're looking to play Elden Ring with other people, Lost Ark, Halo, if you're looking to play video games with a great community, become a member today and get in our Discord server. It's a great place to hang out. You can also decide on the size of the subtitles and toggle whether they are displayed on a background or not. Audio-wise, there are individual volume controls for music, speech, and sound effects. You can also force mono audio, and you can remove tinnitus sounds. These are triggering sounds like machine shrieks, which are similar to tinnitus sounds. What the I have never seen that word before. Tinnitus. Tinnitus is when you experience ringing or other noises in one or both of your ears. The noise you hear when you have... Oh. Tinnitus. The word is tinnitus. I promise I'm educated. Tinnitus. Tinnitus, baby. I got tinnitus. As I was reading it on Google and it said, when you have, I was like, oh no. Oh my gosh. I have made a terrible mistake. Oh, golly. I've never heard this word before. Tinnitus? The frick is tinnitus? Oh, my gosh. It is pronounced that way? Oh, really? Hang on a minute. Maybe I'm not that dumb. All right, hang on. Hang on. Oh, listen to this. Listen.
Tinnitus.
I wasn't wrong.
Tinnitus.
I'm smarter than all of you. I'm actually smarter than you. Tinnitus. Yeah, dude. Tinnitus. Suck on my tinnitus. Yes! Yes! Undefeated! I am undefeated on pronunciations. I get to keep my champion belt. Woo! I was nervous. I was like, holy frick, I look like an idiot. Use it in a sentence. Suck on my tinnitus. Golly frick. Oh my gosh. That is great. That is great. I've never been so happy to be wrong than right that quickly. Getting smarter every day. Just, I'm always improving. Always growing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tinnitus. Tinnitus. Oh, golly frick. Just went rogue. We're still safe for work. After all, I'm just saying tinnitus. That's all I'm saying. You should become a tinnitus streamer. $5. Guys, I'm starting a brand new OnlyFans account. It's all about tinnitus. And, okay, anyways. It's something that people that work around heavy machinery can get if they don't wear ear protection. Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, you damage your hearing. Yeah. We used to go, well, my brother is in chat. He can tell you. We used to go to these shows, these concerts and stuff. and we always made sure to wear earplugs to protect our ears because we knew that, we knew guys that didn't do that when they were going to concerts growing up, and it damaged their hearing. So, it looks like YouTube's having issues again today. I apologize to everybody who's having to refresh. We like 40-something people just vanish into thin air. I really am sorry. I don't know why that keeps happening. I promise you, if I had control over it, I would put a stop to it. If you're having to refresh, it seems to be hitting some of the mobile apps. It seems to be hitting some of the TV apps. See if there's an update for your application. Excuse me. That may be the cause. I don't know. It doesn't seem to hit everybody. It doesn't even seem to hit every mobile app. It seems to be a regional thing as well, so we're not really sure if YouTube is rolling something out. We know there are updates coming to the live streaming environment this year, and it does, whatever they're doing seems to be affecting live streams. So yeah, the live streams are getting tinnitus. By the way, the American Tinnitus Association says both pronunciations are correct, but it uses tinnitus. It appears to be a Brit versus the U.S. thing. So do we say tinnitus? It's a U.S. thing to say tinnitus instead of tinnitus? My YouTube app just updated. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something been going on, and I don't know what it is. It's happening to the big streamers, so YouTube is doing something. Yeah, it's not me. It's not me. It's something going on with YouTube. It's affecting everybody. 40 folks left to ring their friends and blow their minds with the tinnitus news. They're like watching John. They're watching on their phone. They're like, holy frick, I gotta call Dave. They close the app and like, Dave, you're not gonna believe this. You don't have tinnitus. I don't? No, you actually have tinnitus. Some doctor that watches the stream calls his patient in. I have wonderful news. You don't have tinnitus. Oh, doctor, that's wonderful. You actually have tinnitus. It's the same thing. We've just been saying it wrong. All right, thanks for coming in. Be sure to get your copay on the way out. That's something that Dr. Spaceman would do. Dr. Spaceman. Dr. Spaceman. I go to Dr. Spaceman. Frickin' 30 Rock. Such a funny show. 4 months from a Myrtle Turtle. Welcome back in, a Myrtle Turtle. Here's my monthly tinnitus. You're supposed to give 10% to the Lord, so there's your tinnitus. It's tithe and penitence all wrapped in one. Give me your tinnitus. Yo, good morning, Liquid Smoke. Thank you very much. All right, continuing on here with this blog, people tuning in are like, what in the actual frick is happening? We are covering Horizon Forbidden West leaks. There's new gameplay info about mounts. Nothing about stories. Don't worry, no spoilers about the story. But Horizon Forbidden West, new gameplay info about flying mounts, leaked by accident by a Chinese game review outlet. And then there was an advertisement that played in Times Square, looking very, very much like Aloy tames one of the pterosaurs, one of the flying machines. So, started playing Ghost of Tsushima for the first time ever, and I'm loving it. They added some of Aloy's armor in Ghost of Tsushima as a hat tip to Guerrilla. I thought that was super dope. I haven't done it myself, but it is in the game. You can go and fight something and get Aloy's armor in Ghost of Tsushima. So very, very, very cool. New reveals will drop every 15 minutes. There is another blog from Sony. Coming up, 7 new indie updates and announcements. New reveals will drop every 15 minutes starting at 7 a.m. Pacific, which was 15 minutes ago. Once the festivities have ended, we'll update this post with links to all 7 updates. Please let us know what you think of each. Can you guys keep me up to date with that? So in 2 minutes, there's like a first reveal. And it says, spoiler alert, we're kicking things off with a new look at one of our most anticipated upcoming PlayStation VR titles. Oh, it's probably the Horizon one. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. Okay, let's continue reading. This is about Horizon Forbidden West. This is a blog post about Horizon Forbidden West accessibility features. In the PS5 version, there are also additional options to trim the volume of machine sounds, weapon and explosion sounds, or ambient sounds. This could be especially helpful for people who are easily overstimulated. There you go. I'm not sure what they're showing us here. Let's read. These are just some of the features we have included, and we will continue to always look for ways to make Horizon Forbidden West even more accessible. So we look forward to your feedback over the coming weeks. A big thanks to our accessibility advocates and playtesters, as well as our own Guerrilla and our colleagues across various PlayStation studios, and their invaluable support with input during development. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't understand what they're showing us here. What's the difference? What the frick, man? Why would you do that? I just clicked on it. Oh, it's subtitle size difference. Subtitle size difference. So we've got small, medium, and then the largest size is behind me. Yeah, thanks, Gimsonator. Okay, let me show you the Times Square thing. So here she is jumping, landing, and both the pterosaur has been purified as well as the land. So they're signifying here symbolically that Aloy is purifying the land as well as the machines, and she's tamed that one. Seemingly, I would imagine she's able to ride it, and then it says rise above our ruin. I actually believe that this video shows a hint that they had this planned all along, as she does a similar jump here, and instead of landing on it, she chooses to glide. So I think that was almost like a little tease and a hint. The first blog is about Moss. No, I'm sorry. I'm not even going to read that. Moss, that VR game. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Do not care. I love that they're giving indies a go and a shot and a chance, and that, VR is obviously something that some people are interested in, but not me. Thank you to all the new subs today as well. Seeing a lot of new subs and new names in chat. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy the show. Hit the like button, sub button, all those things. I hate the prevalence of the teeny tiny subs and captioning, and I love that games give you the option to make them bigger. Yeah, some games make them so small, it's like, why are they even there? Like, what, I'm squinting. I'm like, I can't see. Let me get on my binoculars. I'm not sure that the ad is even showing a Sunwing that looks like a new flying machine. Oh, you think it's different? Well, is this a generic classification? A mechanical pterosaur with solar-powered wings. Oh, the Sunwing. So the Sunwing is what's described in the leak. So you're saying that you don't think it's a Sunwing in the ad? You think it's a new flying machine? Well, let's check. Let's really try to analyze this here. They've got a tail hanging down. That's like a bird. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's got see that long tail? It's got like a long tail with spikes. At least that's what's flying at her. Now, the thing that flies at her in this, hang on. It was right there. Yeah. Those guys that fly by, it's kind of there. It's not nearly as long, though. I thought it was great, Train, but we try not to bring it up because there's people that gotta catch up, and we don't want to talk about it in chat. But I thought it was great. That's about all I'll say, though. The tails are different. Yeah, the tails are 100% different. It's like a longer tail with a club. This is early concept of Horizon Forbidden West. See how much it's changed? Boom. Yeah. You can rub my head for a nickel? That's not enough. Sorry. Keep your hat on. And keep your 5 cents. No, brother. Yeah, the ones in the trailer and in the ones on the cover art, they look different than the one that she jumps over. Oh, that was Fortnite? Wait, was that Fortnite or was that an early concept of the game? Wait, did they put her in Fortnite like that? Is that what that was? Because I know she's in Fortnite. I thought that was an early concept of the game. Hang on. I can't see my dadgum controls. I have an extension that lets me do that. Where'd they put that footage? Is this Fortnite? That was Fortnite. Oh my gosh. I thought that was like an early concept of the game. I had it on mute. I was just watching. I was like, oh wow, that's early concept. That's freaking Fortnite. I'm sorry, I have tinnitus, so I didn't know. I didn't put the sound on, so I The game has come so far, guys. It's come really far. Look at this. Look at this crap. Look at how crap the graphics were, dude. Just lacking in detail. It looks like a freaking cartoon. Somebody like whispers in your ear, "Ah, that's Fortnite." Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, on a roll today. There's no saving me from that one. That's just me being 100% wrong. That's just me being 100% wrong. That was Fortnite. Show some Aloy. Yeah, I'll show some Aloy and Genshin. Like, look at this. Look how far the game has come, man. They've made some great improvements. People are gonna watch this VOD and be like, did this guy get high before going live? What? He doesn't know what he's talking about. He said tinnitus at one point, and then conveniently new Elden Ring previews dropped. Perfect for tomorrow. Tomorrow's from Friday. We'll have plenty to talk about and go over in the morning. Almost like we planned it. The actual Sunwing has a tail, just not as long. Huh. What's the difference between the standard edition for $59 and the standard edition for $69? I don't know. I'm assuming one's for the PlayStation 5 and one's on the PS4. If you buy the PS4 version, you get a free upgrade to the PS5. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that, by the way. If you're on the PS5, buy it at the full price. But I understand. I get it. I get it. You know, times are tough. Money's tight. If you can buy one game in the month, and that, you know, and that's a way to save some pennies, then given enough time, Batman can save you. I was reading a book, and the phrase "given enough time" was in the book, and it just kind of made me chuckle. I was like, all right. I'm here. What's good, Snow? How are you? How are you, lady? BuzzFeed quizzes. Listen, Rad. You know that you and your family and your child that you're gonna name after me, I love you, but BuzzFeed quizzes about Gilmore Girls, I cannot support that. You know, you need there needs to be an intervention. There needs to be an intervention. They got some mistakes in that video on the pricing. They've got mistakes in the video on pricing. You found out you've got bronchitis. Well, that's terrible. I feel that's awful, Snow. I hope you feel better. What about BuzzFeed quizzes and tinnitus? Yeah, I don't know. I might actually pass that quiz. She took a quiz of like, which character are you? And she was all excited that she's Lorelai. And I'm like, come on. Loads up Ghost of Tsushima new Aloy armor. Look at these Horizon graphics. These art concepts are amazing. Yeah, I like load up Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, look at this. Look at this early art concept. Originally, they were gonna have Aloy be an Asian man, and they really changed the art style. It's come a long way. Lorelai is supreme. Don't hate. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. You're supreme. You're supreme. You are true. You're a true leader and visionary, right? You're regal and queenly and all that, but you don't need to be taking no BuzzFeed Gilmore Girls quiz to know how great you are. Are you going to cover it in the future? Cover what in the future? What was the question? What are you asking if I'm going to cover in the future? Hey, Hubster. Oh, Hex is in the chat. Yeah. Funny you should find her here, Hex. I like YouTube and gaming better than real life. Yeah, well, you know. That's a weird thing to confess. No, I don't cover stuff like that, Train. I don't have a place to cover shows. Yeah. The BuzzFeed quiz, are you going to cover it? Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's having trouble again today. Come on, YouTube. Get your freaking act together. Golly frick. I am really sorry if you're having a refresh. We really hope that whatever this is that YouTube's doing that causes you guys so much grief and having to refresh, like the viewership just fluctuates all over the dadgum place. I really hope that it's them fixing things or rolling cool things out. If you're having to refresh, I am very sorry. It is not me. I can cast anything. Radical's BuzzFeed results? Sure. I'm not gonna I can cast anything from you, Rad. I never got my cosplay, so yeah, it's not happening. Desktop super steady, fine for me, haven't had an issue. Yeah, I wonder if it's that chat issue that people were having, and that's why nobody says anything, because they can't talk. Like, they're refreshing to try to fix the chat. No issue out in AZ. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Are there people here that had issues the other day and now you're not having any? Because I wonder if that's what it is. They're rolling things out. I got pregnant? So? What difference does that make? What difference does that make? Could make some good differences, truly. You outlined some of those a month ago. Oh, golly. Get your tinnitus in order, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's contracted tinnitus. Yep, today is fine, and it was bad the other day, says Ferryman. Okay. So, yeah, maybe they are doing something. Maybe they're rolling something out. I was having issues yesterday, but today it's all good. Okay. Yeah, so maybe they're rolling something out, and then once you've had the issues, maybe hopefully you won't have them again. I don't know. I used to have a ton of chat issues on mobile in the past, like months ago, mostly resolved. Yeah. It's super weird because it doesn't affect everybody, which I guess that's the silver lining, is like 80 to 90% of the viewers are unaffected. Kill You says, if the chat freezes, exit out of chat and then open it back up, it works. You don't have to refresh. There you go. Yeah, tinnitus is the new sickie. That's right, Veter. Get some. Get you some. I wonder what fighting in the water's like. They've not shown that. You just avoid those gators? Like, chomp ya. Okay, so right now, the thing that we're covering today, the Horizon Forbidden West leaks. No spoilers about the story, but this shot right here, I think, was a hint. It's been here since the beginning. This is a hint about the fact that those guys are mountable, okay? They are mountable. Now, it's a different flying enemy that flies over her here, but it's a similar scene where she jumps and seemingly is going to land on that guy or just jumps over. And then look, she's got one behind her tamed, and then it says rise above our ruin. So this advertisement in Times Square seems to indicate that Horizon Forbidden West gameplay will allow you to tame flyable machines and mount them. So we yeah. And also, by the way, today the leak that we covered came from a Chinese game review website that in their review confirmed that again, I think this was an early hint that there were going to be flyable mounts in the game. Just sort of oh, nope, she's not going to land on it. But this is how they described it in the leak. It says that the Sunwing, a mechanical pterosaur with solar-powered wings, will be, quote, can be used as a mount, right? Can be used as a mount. Here you go. Are you going to give Maneater another chance with the full belly this time around? That's Times Square. Might have to walk up there and have a look then. Yeah, dude. Check it out. Give it a look-see. Give it a look-see. Give us a recording when you get back. Now I want a burger. I always want a burger. I've not had one in a while, actually. Now, we read through Horizon Forbidden West accessibility features on the PlayStation blog, and it outlined the fact that there will be adaptive triggers and haptic feedback in the game. Now, we already knew that the haptic feedback was there in the tall grass, right? And the adaptive triggers, though, I will probably turn off myself. I'm not a big fan of them, you know. How much costs a billboard like that on Times Square to get on the rotation? I have no idea. Congrats with your Sekiro playthrough. Thank you. The Raptor eyes are cool. I like the fact that they this again here early concepts. Frickin' Fortnite. What video is Lono looping? Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. This video is from PlayStation Grenade. They put together like a nice mashup of all of the new footage. There was a handful of videos that came out that showed some new stuff. The one that came out, this one, Challenges of the Forbidden West. So this one had some new stuff in it. This one released 2 days ago, I believe. This one released 2 days ago. You had a ring in your ear for as long as you can remember. You had several ear surgeries and ear infections. Did they fix it? You learn to live with it. Mine's not as bad as it can be. Golly. Horizon Forbidden West is copy paste Control-C, Control-V. JK, it's a great game. Can't wait to fight underwater monster. You know what's funny is I know you're joking, but there are people making that criticism. And what's so ironic and like deliciously stupid about what they're saying is copy pasta and just thoughtless. Like, I know you're joking and having a dig. There are people that are genuinely preemptively dismissing this game and calling it copy pasta. I saw a guy on Twitter. I could not believe people were even interacting with him. It was clear that the guy was just baiting. He was just a bait machine. That's all he did. And he was praising and drooling over the graphics in Halo Infinite and trying to mock the graphics in this game. And he was combing over every square inch of the trailers to like take issue with like, oh, there wasn't enough sand displacement when the Slitherfang is moving around. Not enough sand displacement. But he's like just losing his mind over the graphics in Halo Infinite. I was like, bro. Deliciously stupid is how Hex describes me to his homies. I can't comment. Anyways, the idea that this guy, he was actually combing through all of the gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West, all of it, And he was like finding like the most minuscule flaws, and yet could not. He was like losing his mind over the graphics in Halo Infinite. I'm like, homie, I can boot up Halo Infinite, and in the time it takes like for somebody to sneeze, I can find problems in Halo Infinite. Graphical problems. You know what I mean? Not enough sand. The game needs more dirt. No, he couldn't believe there was a lack of sand displacement. And then when she jumps off of one of the posts, I guess like she doesn't touch it. Like they forgot to. You know how you do that in a game sometimes, like you proc an animation to climb or jump off of something, and your character's feet and hands don't fully connect with the object. Like that happens in video games, pretty much all the time. Open world games interacting with, a million different surfaces and potential interactions, and her feet don't touch the post. And he was like, look at this. Look at how bad this is. And I was like, yeah, okay, just look at Halo Infinite. You don't even need to play it, in any case, the fact that people were engaging with him kind of hurt my brain. You know what I mean? That snow wasn't snowy enough for me, right? I haven't said it in a while, but this game looks more like more Far Cry. I don't see any problems with Horizon Forbidden West except how manly Aloy is. Sarcasm. Good morning, Lono in chat. Yeah, what's good, Abe? Like, I got news for you. All the guys saying that she's manly, if she walked up to you in real life and looked like that and like hit on you, it'd blow your mind. Number one, that a woman's talking to you. Number two, that that a woman that beautiful is lowering herself to speak to a Neanderthal. She's just too manly. She's not womanly enough. If she walked up to you in real life, you wouldn't know what to do. You'd be like, I farmed a lot of karma on the incel subreddit. I don't know what to say. Can't believe that video games, sand and snow don't look like real sand and snow. Zubair says, how dare you? I'm a catch. I'll invite her to steak dinner. Yeah. I'm saying the men that criticize her looks, they would be the ones that wouldn't know what to say. You know what I mean? She's a perfect mix of femme and tough. A true tomboy. I don't even like the term tomboy, though. She doesn't look like a tomboy. She looks like a warrior. Like, you know what I'm saying? She looks like a warrior. Like, well, if she's going to be running around beating up machines and killing, people in full armor and taking on entire encampments of tribesmen, she's got to look like a warrior. I think tomboy does her a disservice. She's not like, she's not like Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird with a skinned knee, and a couple of bruises. She looks like a dadgum warrior. I don't get it. Are you going to buy the collector? Also, I'm not sure, but are there going to be Horizon posters? I'd like to hang one in my room. They have Horizon Forbidden West. So these things behind me are disc plates, and you can get Horizon Forbidden West. You can get disc plates. Use my link and you can get a nice discount. They have medium, large, and extra large sizes. Those are large back there. So you could get some Horizon Forbidden West or Horizon Zero Dawn disc plates. They're really nice. Does that warrior need coffee? Yeah, we haven't sold any coffee yet today. Keep in mind, we're moving through our holiday blend, so you can get fricked in February. A lot of people have already ordered. We're down to like the final 80 bags. We're in the final stretch. The holiday blend was our most popular in November and December, and it's my wife's favorite. So you can use code GETFRICKED and get 20% off if you order the holiday flavor for the rest of this month. After February, it's gone, and so get it while supplies last. That's not a sponsor, by the way. That's mine. That's a small family business, basically, that my wife and kiddos bag it up, put thank you notes in the orders for you. so you're supporting us when you do that. There's a variety of ways to support the stream. Hit the subscribe button. That's totally free to subscribe on YouTube. I'll be in your sub feed all week doing talk shows like this. I am safe for work, so a lot of people treat me like video game radio. They can throw me on in confidence, knowing they don't got to worry about me, using all kind of foul language. We typically do gameplay in the afternoons. A lot of times we just do 2 talk shows if there's nothing to play. This afternoon we'll be getting back into Lost Ark. I'll show you how to use a controller. They've done some adjustments, and I found out something that makes it a little bit better to use a controller. And so get in the guild, get involved, become a member. That's another great way to support. You can click the join button or the $ at the bottom of chat and get in our Discord, get plugged in. My shirt is always from 80s Tees, and my glasses are from Gunner Optics. Those are all commands you can use. Shirt, glasses, display, coffee. Those are all great ways to support the channel and sponsors that we are backed by, and we appreciate that. So, got to try Lost Ark. So last night, I hooked it up in the living room, and I had my wife try a sorceress with a controller, and in like the testing environment where you can like summon monsters, and it seemed very intuitive and easy for her. She's played Diablo 3 with me quite a bit, so we're gonna see about maybe setting up the living room with 2 rigs, because I've got 2 backup rigs that we can set up in the living room, and we're probably gonna try and play this game together. So that way I can kind of grind off stream and keep my characters sort of, up to snuff. If we're going to cover the game, I gotta be able to kind of get my character into a good place, and then maybe get some alt characters, up in high level as well. They don't actually roast the coffee at his house. They just mail it from his house. That's true. Yeah, we don't roast it here. That is true. Abe says, my girlfriend was sad that I bought 1 dark and 1 Frickmas instead of 2 darks. So dark roast is better than Frickmas. Yeah, well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Abe, If your relationship is that fragile, then I'm kidding. I'd marry Aloy too, says Snow. Yeah. See, I appreciate, to the same degree that I admit how attractive that, some men are, and that I would go for a snuggle. You guys know how I feel about Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill. I always appreciate when women can do the same thing. Like they, game respects game, I guess I should say. Like they get it, they're like, what? She's hot. Halo has the benefit of shiny metal, but in the design, which is super forgiving, this is distressed everything. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? The idea that, this game is so much more significantly photorealistic than Halo. Halo Infinite is just, I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't look bad. But Halo Infinite is not a next-gen looking game. This is a next-gen looking game, from the lighting effects to the particle effects to the explosions to the world, to the characters, to the clothing, to the hair animations. Like, it's a next-gen game. And Halo Infinite is not. It's not. They built Halo Infinite to run on old Xboxes. Even on a PC with things cranked, it doesn't look like a next-gen game. It looks like a perfectly acceptable, graphically strong shooter, and that's it. I don't know. I've been trying hard to get Lono to talk about me like he talks about Momoa. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go, Abe. You got. Sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? Not next gen looking game either. More like a current gen game to me. No, there's no current gen game that looks like this. Go find me one. Oh, you can find me one. That's right. Look at Horizon Zero Dawn compared to this game, and you will quickly see that this game looks next gen, and Horizon Zero Dawn looks current gen. We have a very clear and measurable side-by-side comparison that we can make. If you look at Horizon Zero Dawn and then you look at this game, there is a clear and markable version. Look at the water reflection right there as an example. Zero Dawn don't look like that, bro. It doesn't. That's a last-gen game, sir. Oh, you're playing the silly... You're just being pedantic, Mo, and it's confusing. You know what I mean. This looks like a PlayStation 5 game, and Halo Infinite doesn't. Halo Infinite looks like a previous generation game. Just like Zero Dawn looks like a previous generation game. This looks like what a PS5 is supposed to do, right? Halo Infinite doesn't look special at all. It's a perfectly fine game. It's graphically strong. It does the job. But there is nothing about Halo Infinite that says, oh yeah, that's a current gen console game right there. You know what I mean? Put away the laundry as soon as it comes out of the dryer. Trust me, aphrodisiac. Okay, so I'm gonna share a story with you guys. So there was a time a long time ago where we were at a previous duplex, two houses ago. So we had probably been married for 2 or 3 years. We've been married for, in May of this year, 15 years. Big milestone for us this year, 15 years. Okay, we've been married for 2 or 3 years. So keep in mind, this is 12 years ago. This is over a decade ago. All right, and I was vacuuming the house. And I was getting hot. It gets warm when you run the vacuum because it expels its own heat and you're moving around, okay? So I took my shirt off. So I was vacuuming in jeans and no shirt. And to this day, anytime I run the vacuum cleaner, my wife reminds me of that and asks if I'm going to take my shirt off. She's like, do you remember that time you vacuumed in just jeans? And I was like, yes. She's like, you gonna do that this time? I'm like, no. The kids are around. They would just laugh. They'd be like, why is Papa's shirt off? What are you doing? I would look like a crazy person to them, right? To her, it's great, but to them, it would be comedy. It would be comedy gold. So I've done it one time. I've done it one time, and apparently it is a very fond memory. And that's why we had the OnlyFans idea of like literally just me doing household chores in jeans. Like, here's me unloading the dishwasher. Here's me changing a light bulb in jeans. And I think I'd be the most successful male OnlyFans model because I think all of these, 30-something and above women out there would just be absolutely swooning, Look at the way he puts that silverware away. Oh, Lord, forgive me. I would be very, very wealthy, right? Amaranth, here I come. I'll be number one. I'll be number one on OnlyFans with that account. I'm telling you, it's a gold mine. It's an absolute gold mine. Imagine a restaurant where you would go, and I'm telling you, a restaurant, copyright, trademark it, dad bods. You would go in, and all the waiters would be dudes with dad bods, jeans only, and after they bring your food out and take your order, they're moving around the restaurant doing things like that. Running a vacuum cleaner, changing a light bulb, right? Sweeping, cleaning up, putting clothes and toys away. Whew! That's $1 million idea right there. Honey, yes. Why is there like a weekly charge on the credit card to dad bods? What's that? Oh, it's just a new restaurant me and the girls like to go to. We like to get lunch there every Friday. It's kind of expensive, It's kind of expensive. What's the deal? Cheryl, she gets carried away. I'm telling you, it's a $1 million idea. Dad bods. Somebody do it. There's no shortage of dad bods out there. I mean, come on. There's no shortage. So just ship it. Ship it. A woman getting happy watching you put the spoon in the right spot. Yeah. He actually dried the top of the cups before putting them away. What a king. What a champion. What a king. We're at the very edge of safe for work. I can see over the guardrail. You're giving Snow ideas? Hey, man. I've told her to put you to work, Hex. I've told her. I'm telling you, that's where the money is. It's a saturated market. Where is the vacancy? Dad Bods Restaurant. I told him about the one time I vacuumed in jeans and how you, without a shirt, and how you always bring it up. I was a lot skinnier back then. And I was telling him that we should do an OnlyFans where I would be doing house chores in jeans and you would just take pictures. We'd make $1 million. Dry the bottom of the coffee mugs with your drawers. Do we have to do that with a new dishwasher? Like dry the top of everything? Or because you're not doing the towel trick, you do?
A little bit, not as much as like the old one.
Yeah.
But if it's like
well, if it's got a concave.
Yeah, but like.
That was a trick she was doing with our old washing machine when it would go to dishwasher washing machine. Gee, many Christmas. What a man! What she would do is she would take a towel and put like half of it in the dishwasher for the drying cycle. Yeah, and then close it. Yeah. We don't want to do it with our new dishwasher because we want it to close nicely, but with like an older dishwasher, when the drying cycle starts, if you put half of a clean dish towel in the dishwasher and half hanging out and then close it and let it do the dry cycle, you won't have all that water on top of your dishes and cups and stuff at the end. It's some kind of a life hack secret. Again, we're not doing it with our brand new dishwasher because I'm kind of like, that might be bad for it, but if you got an older one that's, leaving all that water on top, So, got to use your phone as a phone now. Isn't that the worst? Like, when you're using your phone as not a phone and you suddenly have to get on it and talk. Ugh. No, I'm kidding. Somebody in chat. It's rumored to be 96 gig. Oh, this game's rumored to be 96 gig? Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty big game. I'm not vacuuming. No, mama. We're talking about video games. For a special tier, I could fold my own underwear. Why would you fold underwear? Why? What are you doing that for? What are you sparing it wrinkles? Who's gonna see it? Who? Who's gonna see it? And if you're gonna see it, they're not staying online. So why do they need to be wrinkle free? Explain that to me. Why are you folding underwear, boxers, briefs? Doesn't matter. Why are you folding them? They don't need to be folded. You just kind of take them, you throw it in the drawer. You could fold or crumple. It doesn't matter. You could fold or crumple. She said depending on the size, it might turn into some sort of parachute. Gee, many Christmas. That's funny. It's not for the wrinkles, it's for the easier storage. Yeah, I guess I could see that, the crumple and the fold, who cares? Get a room? I have a room. I'm in one right now. It's a nice studio. Where are we on the like count? We are well off the rails. We need 4 more likes for 300 likes. If you've been enjoying the show today, it's usually pretty safe for work. We've definitely been dancing on the line. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee. First coffee order of the day, a bag of Frickmas and a bag of the dark roast to Master Ty, cashing in on the Get Fricked in February discount, and another coffee order coming in, a dark roast and 2 Frickmas bags with the discount to Snake 55. Get Fricked in February. There you go. 20% off our holiday blend, so cash in on that, as the holiday blend now probably dipping down into almost into the 70s, getting low. The cap's getting low. People are ordering every day. The folding of socks and boxers has been a source of tension in my house for 20 years. My wife makes these awesome rolls out of them, but it seems pointless. I don't mind it for socks because you keep them together, and especially if you've got like different ones that match, like that's important, right? I've got ones with like, orange stripes and some with like blue stripes, keep them together. That's fine. That's all well and good, but that's enough of the gameplay. If you weren't here for it, the Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay, the new gameplay info was a leak. So there was a Horizon Forbidden West leak about mounts in the game. that are you can mount flyable machines in the game. Chinese video game outlet leaked their review by accident. It has since been taken down, where they described a Sunwing, which is a mechanical pterosaur that, quote, can be used as a mount, and it was quickly taken down. And then there was footage in Times Square that we've watched a couple of times of Aloy jumping over some type of a pterosaur that's flying at her. And then afterwards, one is behind her that appears to be have been tamed. It appears to have been tamed. And so we have essentially all but confirmed through the leak as well as through footage that it is going to be a feature of the game. I'm confused, but tomorrow Horizon Forbidden West is getting a preload. Does that mean you can play it early? No, sir. This is what preload means. It means you can preload the game. You will not be able to play the game. Preloading is you installing it. And the reason that's great is if your internet is slow, it gives you plenty of time to let it download and install. You could set it and forget it, right? Set it and forget it. You could let it download overnight. The other reason that's really beneficial is you don't have every single dadgum person hitting the servers at the exact same time and subsequently, crashing the servers or making it not work. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Revenge Splinter game. What is that? Is that an announcement for the PlayStation 5? Teenage Mutant Ninja. I'm gonna get DMCA'd. I gotta stop. Oh, we've seen that. It looks a lot like Turtles in Time. Yeah. Okay, so the PlayStation blog announces Shredder's Revenge. All right. So if you're a fan of Turtles in Time, this is going to be a little bit off topic, but it is PlayStation oriented. So there's a blog blast happening today from PlayStation and outlining a bunch of indies that are coming every 15 minutes, and they've announced Master Splinter is coming to TMT, Shredder's Revenge. So they have a little trailer here. If we did a new Turtles beat-em-up game, what would be must-haves? Unequivocally, the resounding reply was, we need to have Splinter as a playable character. So apparently Splinter will be a playable character, and 8 minutes long, this trailer. It's amazing that you can't go full screen. That's phenomenal. Let's get the frick out of here, just to give you a nice look at the game. So you can see here, definitely hearkening back to a classic Turtles in Time feel with the graphics. Looks really, really good. Animations, obviously, even hearkening back to that style of being sort of a piece by piece, not like a seamless, not a seamless animation style. Okay, let's continue with the blog here. In our youth, we all imagined Splinter was capable combatant. However, as much as the television original animated series as in the early licensed video games, rarely did we see the master show off his skills. They are thrilled to offer this possibility to make the Turtles sensei from a more passive character for a fully fledged playable fighter. Wait. Make Splinter as a playable character. Did I say Shredder? I think I was in my mind thinking that it was Shredder. Yeah, Splinter is a playable character. The game is Shredder's Revenge. Yeah. So you will be able to play as Splinter in Shredder's Revenge, as showcased here on the PlayStation blog. Turtles in Time. Bury my shell at Wounded Knee. Sewer surfing. Okay. That's exciting. Most of the indies that they're announcing are multi-platform, though. Isn't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge? Isn't it multi-platform? That's not a PS. That's not a PlayStation exclusive, is it? The game and the arcade look like the future. Yeah, I'm down for that. The last Power Rangers beat 'em up game they released was a cash grab. I don't remember that. Turtle Power, Cowabunga, Pizza Time. I remember when you pick up the pizza, that's what they would say. Pizza Time. there's a in so my kids, when we played Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch, they called it Mini Linky because the Breath of the Wild they called Big Linky because Link was big. So there was Big Linky and then there was Little Linky, and Little Linky was Link's Adventure. And in Link's Adventure, you can pick up what is called a piece of power. Remember? It's a piece of power, and he like holds it up. And when you get that, you're strong for a while, right? You get like you're powerful for a certain number of seconds or whatever. And they call it pizza power because it looks like a piece of pizza. So anytime they grabbed it, they'd be like, pizza power. In their mind, little Linky eats a slice of pizza and he is more powerful. It was so adorable that that's what we call it. We call it pizza power. That is that's the official name of piece of power that we've given it. Pizza power. Which obviously always made me think of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. I'm mad at my friend for getting me to buy that trash. I didn't even realize there was a Power Rangers beat 'em up game. Like I don't even remember seeing any commercials for it. Why don't we have a new next-gen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game to play? Well, they did one, and it didn't do that well. It was 3D slightly. It was like set-piece 3D, and I think people like the classic, more nostalgic look. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting game. I don't remember the fighting game. I don't think we ever played it. If you're just tuning in for the Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay info, that's the title of the stream, we have a question at the top of the chat. Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, which do you prefer? We've got over 600 votes, so good results on the poll so far. It's split right down the middle, so choose which side of the poll you're on here. Are you somebody who likes to prefer mounts and riding around, or on foot? Now that's relevant to the new info, the leak about the fact that there will be mounts that you can fly in the game. And that was leaked by a Chinese gaming review outlet. If you're enjoying the show and you want to chime in the chat or take the poll, hit subscribe. That way you can get my content in your sub feed all week. I'm a Safe for Work broadcaster. We do a variety talk show like this Monday through Friday. Thank you to all the new subs today. I hope you enjoy the coverage of this and all the other games I cover and play. We'll be getting back into Lost Ark this afternoon. I don't know how you make someone worse than an SNES or Sega beat 'em up. The OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game on the NES was my jam back in the day. That and pro wrestling. Listening on the 29th floor this morning with an amazing view of the Vegas Strip. Holy moly, what you doing there? Wait, is that the view of where you live? You need to cash in on my nostalgia. I don't actually find the Turtles to be compelling drama anymore. Oh, Cal's first birthday. Okay. It's all for him, right? That's where he wanted to go? Should be a good time, though, in either case. Came to town for the week, staying on the Strip when he's at home. All right. I hope at some point they expand the world of Horizon into a co-op experience where you can build your own character similar to Monhun or Dauntless, but the world of Horizon. Beyond Horizon, Hunt the Horizon. Yeah, you could do something like Horizon, Machine Hunter as like almost like a smaller game, but make it like Dauntless or Monhun. I could see them doing it. I mean, listen, the fact of the matter is, we can debate this if you want. I think Sony, with their lean into live service, I think they're going to start to do it with their first-hand property, right? Their first-party titles. Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon. I don't think it would work for God of War, but I think Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon would work really, really well for it because you have combat mechanics in a world that would translate into it. The RPG mechanic is there, the looting mechanic is there, the combat is there. So like Horizon could do sort of a Monhun-inspired Horizon Machine Hunter game. You know, I could see Tsushima leaning into the Assassin's Creed Valhalla sort of theme and thread, making this sort of live service game where you like make a character and then Jin trains you in the way of the ghost, you know, and you become a ghost and you travel to different regions and get different loot and get stronger. And then as that game evolved, they could influence you with new fighting styles, right? New eras could emerge, and you could study under new senseis and new fighting masters that would teach you, you know, new combat styles and stuff, new weapons. And then so the way of the ghost would evolve. Because think about it. They've laid the groundwork for Ghost of Tsushima to continue to evolve what you do. Because he becomes more than a samurai. He becomes a ghost. And a ghost is malleable and, you know, moldable. You know? The return of Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic World Dominion. Oh, I love that. I love that. Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum, they have aged very well. Those are some handsome men. I was never a huge, I don't dislike Laura Dern. I've just never been a huge fan of her. I like Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum though. When you try the controller in Lost Ark, can you please try a DualSense 2? I have troubles to get it to work. I know Xbox One works perfectly. I'm not gonna troubleshoot I'm not gonna troubleshoot on stream today, homie. I don't do that. I'm trying to put on a show, not do tech support. I've got my Xbox controller set up perfectly. I'll show you how I did it. I am not about to troubleshoot a DualSense. Me and Creature spent an hour last night, and he was playing, and I was fiddling with the controller and trying to get it to work right. I'm not about to do that with a DualSense live on the air. Do you have a favorite machine from Horizon Zero Dawn you love to fight? I loved fighting the flying, like it was like a bird or something, once I got a really fast rope launcher. So if you made the handling on a rope launcher as high as you could get it, you could be like, chung chung, chung chung, chung chung, chung chung. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like you're just like tethering to them to the ground with each of those, you know, wham, 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 wham. It was awesome. And they'd like flop and slam on the ground. The reason that's memorable to me is they were super annoying to fight. Right? Super annoying. And once I got a really high handling rope launcher, it like changed the game for me. And then I looked forward to fighting them. Do you ever do that? You have like an enemy in a game or a unit in a game that annoys the crap out of you, and you finally figure out how to handle them, and then you look forward to fighting them. In Jedi Fallen Order, there were these there's these guys on Dathomir with these floppy hands, and they were super annoying. And I found out that if you did like 3 perfect parries in a row, you get like an amazing execution on them where you chop their hands off and they don't get to do their little death rattle. They have a death rattle where you kill them normally and they like, as they fall down, they flop and hit you, and it's super annoying. I looked forward to fighting them once I figured out the three perfect parry execution. It felt amazing to fight them. If I didn't pull it off, I was always very annoyed because it felt great. The game doesn't natively support PlayStation controllers. You need DS4 tool or something to get your PC to recognize it as an Xbox controller. Fun fact, the DS4 tool now supports DualSense triggers. There you go. Chris Pratt being like, look how I shushed the Raptors. Yeah, I like Pratt. I don't think he's very good in the Jurassic Park movies, though. I'm serious. I think he's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's very good in those movies. I feel like he's... It's just such a... It feels like such a miscast. He feels so out of place. The first 2 Jurassic World movies are terrible. I actually liked the first one quite a bit. I thought the second one was awful. They're at that bar and he's like trying to be all serious and somber. What could possibly go wrong? What the frick? Pratt is a legend. Watch your tongue. Disagree. He's great in the right roles. He's great as Star-Lord. He's great as Andy in Parks and Rec. But I don't know. I don't get the infatuation. I don't see it. I don't see it. Jurassic World ride at Universal in Florida is the best coaster I've ever been on. Tell me you've never been to Cedar Point without telling me you've never been to Cedar Point. If you like coasters, come on. You got to go to Cedar Point. There is no way any ride at Universal or Disney comes close to even like the most average coaster at Cedar Point. It's not a coaster, it's a water ride with a big drop. Yeah, come on. He plays the same character in every movie, and the character doesn't work well in Jurassic Park. Yeah, he's pretty typecast. He is pretty typecast. They got to put him in a villainous role, or like a psychological role, like make him crazy or something. You got to make him crazy. You got to get him to break out of the mold. He's the same guy in every movie. It's like, okay. They also, the second Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World or whatever, they showed you the whole movie in the trailers. There were all these big, huge surprise moments that you literally knew were coming. You're like, yeah, I saw this in the trailer. This isn't even intense. They showed you the whole dadgum movie. It's on my list. I've always wanted to go, but I've been on King to KJ at Jersey Six Flags. Yeah, you got to make it to Cedar Point. It's even better than the last time that I went. It's even better now. Even better now. Jumping into a webinar, have fun. All right, Abe. The water ride is number 9 on some lists. Okay, so it's squeaked into top 10. Well, what's the rest on the list? Are they all at Cedar Point? I'm just messing with you. But seriously, folks. But seriously, if you like coasters, you got to go to Cedar Point. Ellie did the thing. Oh, like the fumbling of the glasses? Man, that doesn't even look like her. She's had work done. I hate when they do that. That doesn't look like her. That looks like a different person. That's so annoying. I hate that trend and pressure. It's so sad to me. It's so you look. It doesn't look right. It's just a still shot. Let's wait for the trailer. No, I've seen pictures of her. She doesn't. There's something off. I'm telling you, they get just enough work done, and then they end up looking. They don't look right. Like Nicole Kidman got work done, and she doesn't look like herself. She looks like somebody else. They made new gameplay, or did they link to it, or is it just a tweet? Bam, 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 bam. Captured on the PS4. Oh, it is new footage. It's on. Yeah, it's a tweet. Do they have it on their? I wonder if they put it on their YouTube. Let me see. This is new footage. I've not seen this footage before. Okay. Go to their channel. And oh, they sat down 5 days ago with Ashley Birch. She is like the best. Okay. All right, we'll just pull it up. Can I get it at I love how I love Twitter's video player. So many options. So many great options to choose from. I can change the play speed. Just riveting. All right, here it is. This is captured on PS4. And she's in a snowy area, getting absolutely freaking rocked by shock balls from a big old elephant. I think she was great. I don't think that looks like her. That looks like a different person. Look at that, and then look at what she looked like in the first Jurassic Park. It's not bad. There's something off. It's like the uncanny valley. I can't pinpoint what it is. There's something unsettling about it. It's like they look mannequin-esque or something. It's so hard to describe. So I mean, this is captured on a PS4. This is running really well right here. That's not a great shot of her. She's like got her hands up and she's like squinting under the sun. Face is more bony. Skin's a lot tighter. Yeah, it's something about that. It's like when their skin gets like a plastic look to it. I just don't like. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't look like a person. It looks like some kind of like animatronic or something. It looks like something out of a. It's like somebody did a wax sculpture of you and it came to life. That's what it looks like. I find it unsettling. I don't know. I saw images of Nicole Kidman recently, and I was like, that doesn't even. Who in the heck is that? You like Peaky Blinders? If so, they're making a VR game. Oh, really? I've never watched it, but I know I would love it. That's not a show I would be able to watch with my wife, and I don't have time to watch stuff on my own. So this is brand new footage of Horizon Forbidden West gameplay on a PS4 that they just tweeted out recently. Her health is at 550. She got knocked down all the way to 80 something. She healed herself out back to 138. You can see the UI, down there in the corner. She's got some options. It looks like she can switch to something for flight. Do you see that? If she switches to the left, when the Peggy 16 gets out of the way, let's break this down. Let's go Zapruder film. Hang on. Let's see if we can get a good silhouette of it. Maybe I can drag this to one of the explosions? There we go. So down here in the corner, this right here is a potion. This right here is a bigger potion. What is that? Is that a pterosaur, or is that her jump caster down there in the corner? So she can use the D-pad to go over to that and then hit down. It's her bow? What do you mean that's her bow? Her bow is behind me. All her bow stuff's over here in this corner on this side. It's not her bow. No, because the bow, look at how the bow is displayed. Look how the bow is displayed on this side. It's curved and pointed up. That's curved and pointed down or something. Doesn't look bad for 20 years later. She's aged like a fine wine. I can never say the fine wine thing when they have stuff done on their face because it doesn't look right. I don't know. I'm not saying she looks bad. I'm saying it looks like a different person. That's why I find it unsettling. They look just enough like themselves that you're like, who? It's like I said, it's like the uncanny valley. It's like I said, it looks like an animatronic or like a wax figure. It's like somebody tried to make a wax figure to look like Laura Dern. So it's not that she looks bad. It just looks like it's reminiscent of what she did look like, and that's why I don't know. It looks weird to me. I'm not trying to be insulting. She's a beautiful woman. It's that it doesn't look like her. It looks like they updated the mount icon to reflect the mount you've overridden. That's what I'm saying. That looks like more confirmation. That looks like a flying mount icon. That looks like one of the birds to me. Looks like they updated the mount icon. You didn't read. I guess Eugene never said. All only existing. Pretty simple. No current Activision Blizzard franchises will ever be exclusives. Yeah, I mean that's what they've said. Or you can summon the bird. Yeah, that to me looks like that she's got a mount right now that she can fly on. That's what it looks like to me. I'm going on record. That's what it is. That's her mount, and her current mount is a pterosaur, is a flyer. I wonder if we get a better look at it. Is there a better... It's hard because, like, when that flash happens, that's like the best view you're going to get. I don't know. There was a whistle for mount, right? No, it wasn't a whistle. The mount icon in Horizon Zero Dawn looked like one of the beasts. She whistled, but it looks like one of the beasts, like down in the corner. Boo, 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 boo. I'm trying to find a picture. Here we go. Found one. Okay, so you can see there, it looks like the beast with like a down arrow on it. Okay. And in that footage we just watched, in that corner, it looks like a flyer. It looks like a flyer. It looks like a pterosaur. Oh shoot, it's 11:20. I gotta schedule the next stream. We're having a good stream if I lose track of time. It looks like a pterosaur silhouette. That's what it looks like to me. Ooh. Stream holding. Okay, I got that stupid Guardian song in my head now. Hey, what you ever for? 'Cause you're mine. It's stuck in my head. Come and get your love. That's it. Okay. Do that, do that, do that, do that, and do that. About to get a DMCA, I know. Sven's favorite character in The Last Jedi. She looks more like herself in The Last Jedi. Right? That gif right there, I know it brings us all like psychological pain to be reminded of that movie, and her it's not her fault, by the way, but her purple-haired character was terrible. And it had nothing to do with her. She looks more like herself in that gif. I'm telling you, they start messing with their cheeks and around the eyes, and like you lose them. They end up looking like a swollen wax figure. It's like, compare that gif to the image above where he says that she's aged like a fine wine. Like, look, she looks like her face is swollen. She looks like she got stung by a bee. And it's not weight gain. It isn't that. It's that work that they have done. It tightens the skin, and it gives it like a plastic characteristic. And I don't know. I find it extremely I'm like, what happened? I'm convinced they're getting ready to retcon it all anyway. I'm convinced they're getting ready to retcon it all. They're going to reset the whole dadgum universe. That's what I'm convinced of with these shows and stuff. I don't know. That's my instinct. That's my instinct about it. They're getting ready to retcon it all. That scene is so good. Yeah, okay. I feel like you're baiting. You're just absolutely baiting. This is from the first game. Oh, no, I know. We were contrasting the down in the corner for the beast summon. We were contrasting that to, if you look, this is the new heads up. This is a freeze frame, obviously. Down in the corner, you can see what I think looks like a pterosaur next to the potion. And that is I believe, more proof of a flying mount in the game. So we were comparing. He had a lot of great ideas. Yeah, you misspelled terrible, terrible ideas. You misspelled it. Yeah, he had great ideas. It's so creative to destroy character arcs and story elements and to dismantle lore in one fell swoop. It's so creative. Imagine if in the Two Towers they were like, hey, Samwise has been helping Frodo. Major character arc. Very clear seeds planted for a long, journey and growth. And Samwise is just going to go home. Yeah, he's going to go home. Somebody takes over for Peter Jackson. Samwise is just going to go home. Yeah. And the established lore about, elves and men, yeah, we're just going to crap all over that. We're going to act like that didn't exist. Elves can now just cast magic and... Yeah, that's great. That's great directing. It's great directing when you just absolutely crap on established character arcs and trajectories and just take a dump on well-established lore. What a visionary he was. Listen, stick to Knives Out, brother. This is a great movie. You're a great director. But stay the frick away from Star Wars, bro. You don't know what the frick you're doing. Oh, golly. Oh, man. Here comes Ryan Johnson taking over for Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. And in a stunning turn of events... Samwise is going home. We don't know why. He just detonated all of your presumptions and expectations as a viewer. And well-established lore about elves and magic. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. He's a visionary, He's creative. Yeah, We got a word for that. New gameplay on Twitter. Yeah, we've been watching it. Here, you want me to open it back up for you? I'll let you guys see it. I'll let you see it for a bit. We'll let it loop here for you. We'll let it loop here. Come on, go full screen, you dummy dumb. It's captured on a PS4. Return to the King, and Sam just comes back, says nothing, picks up where he left off. Yeah, Sam just strolls back into frame. Listen, that was no way for me to act, okay? That's no way to treat a Jedi's weapon. So dumb. Why aren't they showing more PlayStation 5 gameplay? Dave, to put it simply, money. The largest consumer base of this game will be folks who own a PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 saturation is about 120 million units compared to, 10 to 15 million PlayStation 5s that are out there. Even higher, even very generous speculation about PlayStation 5 market saturation is going to put it even below 20 million, I think. So the PlayStation 4 market saturation has about 100 million unit advantage, And so they want those consumers to be very confident in their purchase of this game. Keep in mind, it is a sequel to a PlayStation 4 first-party title that did very well on the PlayStation 4. So there's lots of people who bought it on the PlayStation 4, still own a PlayStation 4, and are looking forward to it. So money would be the main reason. You know, they really want that consumer base to be confident in their purchase. They did a lot of the early press and reveals focusing on things like the cinematic lighting of the PlayStation 5, the graphics and the fluidity and all of that. That just looks breathtaking. And I don't think they want people to be like, "Well, is it gonna look bad on the PlayStation 4?" Yeah, there's tons of people. That was a major point of interest, and we actually covered that a week ago. It's a major point of interest that people wanted to see what the game looked like on the PlayStation 4. Let me just give you a glimpse into our coverage and how well it did when we covered it. So on average, a good stream here gets a good stream gets 3 to, I would say, 5,000 views. And just an average day-to-day stream gets 2 to 3. So 2 to 3K is like our floor. Maybe the subject wasn't that great, but we still pull 2,000 and 3,000 views on the video. And then a good video will do 3 to 5K. A very, very good video will do 6 to 10, somewhere in that window of 6,000 to 10,000 views. When we covered Horizon Forbidden West PS4 gameplay, how's it look? We got over 6,000 views on that video. The previous day, we covered Elden Ring new gameplay in the new area, 8,000 views. So when we covered PS4 gameplay, it was one of our more watched videos as of late. Sony buying Bungie did 8,000 as well. So that was one of our better performing streams and news coverage, and I attribute it to the fact that people were like super freaking interested in how does this game look on the PlayStation 4. And to be quite honest, all we did was loop very, very short segments over and over throughout that stream. And we got a great suggest and search today. Tons of people found us off of Horizon Forbidden West and Elden Ring videos, and we got a pretty good search as well. Lots of people searching for Horizon Forbidden West and gameplay, and people are now starting to search for Reforge Gaming, so that's good to see. So if you found us through YouTube search or suggest and you hit subscribe and spent the morning with us, we greatly appreciate that. We will be shifting gears to Lost Ark in about a half an hour, so continuing to break down new gameplay. The Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay info was that a Chinese video game news outlet accidentally leaked their review before the embargo dropped, and it revealed there are pterosaurs in this called sunwings, and they are mechanical pterosaurs with solar-powered wings that, quote, can be used as a mount, so flying mounts will be in the game. And even in this footage, we've done some freeze frame analyzation to show down there in the corner where my mouse is, the left corner, right next to the potion, is what looks like to me a pterosaur silhouette, and that's where it would typically put your mount icon. So I think this signifies she has a pterosaur mount available right now that she could summon and fly on, and that's that symbol down in the corner is. So I think they have further confirmed flying mounts today with this footage. There was also an advertisement that played in, it just had a little bit short, it was like a Horizon Forbidden West cinematic, and it played in Times Square, and it showed her jumping over a flying enemy and landing, and the whole scene changed and looked kind of purified, and then the flying machine was behind her and looked as if it had been tamed. So people are talking about, I don't like the PS5 because the graphics are so good that it lags when playing. What? I'm not lying. I looked on Fortnite and she showed lag. I don't own a PS5. Don't you think I should? Wait, I don't understand. Who? Sam gives this potato speech and then he goes back to the Shire movie over. What do you? I don't understand. Who is saying that the PlayStation 5 lags? Did somebody definitively show this? I literally beat Sekiro the other day on the PS5. Are you talking about online games lagging? I have zero hope for the Rogue Squadron movie. Patty Jenkins, I've lost all faith in her after WW84. The fact that she tried to defend Wonder Woman 84 made it worse. I mean, I guess you have to defend your work. That movie was a freaking atrocity. Just when I thought you couldn't make a worse sequel to a movie after freaking Batman vs. Superman, Patty Jenkins was like, hold my freaking non-fat latte. She's like, hold on to this. I'm going to make a worse sequel than Batman vs. Superman. I don't know how you do that, but buddy, she did it. Freaking garbage movie. I think they mean frame dips during intense scenes. How can someone confirm game for a lag that's not out? There's a video? Okay, Rhett, help us out here, Rhett. What's the video cover? What does it try to show? I thought Rogue Squadron was put on hold. Put it on hold and then get a new director. Put it on hold and get a new director. She's got to prove herself again, man. Wonder Woman 84 is literally, it is an awful movie. It is absolutely terrible. It's Fortnite lag on the PS5. Fortnite lags. Okay. Look it up. Okay, guys, settle down. You don't got to get snippy now. Fortnite PS5 lag. Here's a Reddit post from May of last year. PS5 lagging on Fortnite. This guy says it's the update. I have the new Xbox Series X and it's hardwired into good internet. I've never had an issue till this update. Lag and packet loss like crazy. So this guy thought it was his PS5. I'm not seeing anything on YouTube, bro. Hope you didn't suffer through till the end. Oh, I did. It was one of our it was me and Wolvie's most watched episode when we were doing repeat theater. John Campea even stopped by. He's like a really big YouTuber. It was our most watched video when we just shredded Wonder Woman. It was truly awful. It was a privilege to tag team that freaking game to the canvas. Of that movie to the canvas. Multiplayer games lag all the time. I thought the first 20-ish minutes of Wonder Woman was entertaining, but then I lost interest. I mean, the opening is definitely like a hat tip and an homage to the TV show because it's super corny and really campy and stupid. And I was like, okay, I'll let you get off with that, like the shopping mall sequence. It's like, okay, that's really campy and dumb. They were like, it felt like an homage to the television show. But after that, I don't know. It just got worse. It got worse and worse. Yeah, the information on Horizon Forbidden West preload is tomorrow. Barry says, I tried to watch it again just to give it another chance. I couldn't get through the mall scene. Yeah, like, you could forgive the mall scene if the movie got amazing after that. But the movie just gets worse. It just gets absolutely worse. You're like, here is an actual demigod, okay? She could hold her own with Superman for a little while. Right? He'd be able to best her. But she's a demigod. She's incredibly strong. She's awesome. She's undeniably beautiful. And you're like, I've got an idea. Let's make this like a 1990s teenage love story where she's hung up on a guy. You are an actual idiot. I am sorry. You should not make a 40-year-old white man say, she don't need no man. I shouldn't have to ever utter that sentence. But that's the first... I thought it for the first 45 minutes of Wonder Woman, of WW84. I was like, she doesn't need a man. This is so stupid. She knew the guy for a super short period of time. He's been dead for a really long time. So it doesn't make any sense. It's the worst character arc sequel ever. It's worse than what they did with Anakin. It's truly terrible. Diana doesn't need a man for her story arc or her character arc. It's stupid. You have her, once again, you have a female character just orbiting around a dude. Blech. Who the frick cares about that? That's what's wrong with The Dark Knight. Here's Batman, Bruce Wayne, playboy, millionaire, martial artist, dark brooding, just vengeance-filled, stupid teenage boy who can't get over a girl. It's the same dumb garbage in The Dark Knight. You ruin Bruce Wayne. You ruin Batman. Dark Knight did nothing wrong. Oh, it did plenty wrong. Without the Joker, that movie's as bad as the third one. Without the Joker, The Dark Knight is as bad as the third movie. Batman's so stupid in the second movie. She was gonna leave her, Alfred. Shut up. Shut up. Get up and get to work. What are you doing, you baby? And then Diana. It's like they think that we're too stupid to understand good character development. Like, well, the only thing the audience is going to understand is a campy love story or a crush. They did the same crap to Wolverine. Well, the only thing we're going to connect with Wolverine is if he likes somebody and she dies. Like, ooh, riveting storytelling. And then they get to the second Wonder Woman movie and they're like, well, golly gee, what are we going to do with her character arc? Oh, I know. She'll be hung up on a dead guy, and she'll put his spirit in another man's body, and then sleep with him. That's great storytelling. Yeah. All that to say, Maggie Gyllenhaal, the first 15 minutes of The Dark Knight should have been Rachel Dawson dying and Two-Face being born, because that transition was amazing. His transition into Two-Face is unbelievable, and they kill him in the end. You morons. You absolute idiots. Look at that transition. It's brilliant. It's so good. That's how that movie should have started. You kill Dawson in the first 15 minutes, and for the rest of the movie, Batman's untethered. He's furious. He's full of vengeance. And in walks the Joker. Ha ha ha. Ho ho hee hee ha. Walks in, has his debut scene. Oh, the opening bank sequence is phenomenal. You could have opened with that. You could have opened with that again. And then Dawson's dead within 20 minutes. Get her out of here. Get her out of the picture. We don't need her. She doesn't add anything. She adds nothing. She adds nothing. We will have words today, sir. About what? Batman? Or jumping on this rant? Oh. Stupid. It was stupid when they did it with Logan. It was stupid when they did it with Batman. And it's stupid, absolutely stupid when they did it with Wonder Woman. Rise above campy, dumb, predictable love stories. It's so dumb at this point. It's idiotic. Your lack of acknowledgement that The Dark Knight has maybe the best character development intro in cinema? No. The intro is phenomenal. I wouldn't want to get rid of the intro. Don't get me wrong. The intro is great, right? Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. That's awesome. Leave that in there. I'm talking about getting Rachel Dawson out of the show. Just boom. Get her out of here. Get her out and make Bruce Wayne and Batman, he's untethered, he's full of vengeance, he's full of anger, and now you got a Two-Face transition that's beautiful. So good. You could have had all these press conference footage running and all these things with Harvey Dent, and he'd be watching it on television, hating that side of himself. It'd be a wonderful juxtaposition and contrast of look at the White Knight who Harvey Dent was, and look at the chaos it's descended Gotham into. Their White Knight has been chopped down, and he's lost it. And then it gets worse. The Joker is there, pushing all these avenues of anarchy. It would have been amazing. But they were too hung up on this garbage idea that, Bruce Wayne is hung up on Rachel. She was going to leave him, Alfred, or blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Shut up, Bruce Wayne. Batman, what are you? This teenage angst crap they put in their movies. They did the same thing with Wonder Woman. It's this teenage like crush. It's awful. It's terrible. Ugh. They did a significantly better job in the newest Spider-Man movie with this element. A significantly better job maintaining that tension of relationships and all of that. Ooh, so good. It's excellent in the latest Spider-Man. Very well done. It deserves applause because they finally got some of that right. And I'm telling you what, the new Batman, that's my Batman. I'm already calling it. The Pat Bat is my Batman. If nobody's called him the Pat Bat yet, then that's mine. Robert Pattinson, the Pat Bat. That's my Batman right there. When he gets up and says, I'm vengeance, I'm like, okay, this is what we need. I need him to take somebody to the edge of death. Like, it needs to be concerning. Like, oh my gosh. Did he kill that guy? He came really close. Oh man. That's my Batman right there. This is what we've needed. If you stop referring to him as that, I shall accept it. The Pat Bat, baby. The Pat Bat is here. He's almost here. Who would have thought that Robert Pattinson would be instrumental in saving the Batman franchise? Because I think he's going to do it. Pattinson? Yeah, Pattinson's not bad. The Pat Bat sounds like he's going to be like patting people down. Like he works for the TSA. Paul Dano is going to win some awards. It's possible. Oh, it looks good. I'm more of a DC fanboy than a Marvel fan, going way back, and the state of the DC movies makes me sad. They can save it all, dude. They can save it all. Are you kidding me? The only reason that movie happened was because of high school love crap? Yeah, and ironically, Diaz, Peter Parker is in high school, and his love story is ironically more interesting and better told than the crap they pulled in The Dark Knight, and the crap they pulled with Wolverine, and the crap they pulled with Wonder Woman. That's the stupid irony, is that Peter Parker is actually in high school, and his love story and the tension they create with that, about the people being closest to the hero and all that, that's always been a tension in the hero movies, no spoilers. They do it better in Spider-Man than they did with Wolverine in the X-Men movies. Then they certainly crapped the bed with Batman in his love story. It was awful. And then frickin' Wonder Woman. Get the frick out of here. I didn't think the plot was terrible. I thought the plot was great. Peter Parker was a reporter, not a schoolboy? What are you talking about? They are doing 2 spin-off shows, one with the Penguin and a separate show with Gotham PD, both set in the Pattinson world. I think they are building a new DCU with Pattinson launching it. I think they need to. And I am absolutely thrilled with the fact that they're going to do a Gotham PD, because I absolutely love the casting. I absolutely love the casting of Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, I am thrilled. That man has so much presence, and he has so much such a sanctimonious nature in how he talks. He's going to be so good as Commissioner Gordon. That is so excellent. It's excellent. You know, Spider-Man became a reporter. He was in high school, right? Yeah, before he became a reporter, he was in high school. Yeah, a lot of the origin stories have him in high school, facing off with people in the lunchroom and stuff. That's common in the character arc of Peter Parker. Not reminding Lono about Daredevil and Elektra. Oh! Season 2 of Daredevil is saved by Frank Castle, because that crap almost ruined it. Season 2 of Daredevil almost gets drugged down and ruined by the same dumb love story nonsense. And frickin' Frank Castle saves it. That courtroom scene, Johnny Bernthal, bro, saves Season 2. He carries Season 2 on his back. Johnny Bernthal carried that season on his back and secured himself the role of the Punisher. They better bring him back. Oh my gosh, they better bring him back. What an absolute just tour de force. He is such a good actor. I love Bernthal. I absolutely love him. He carried Daredevil Season 2 on his dadgum back because they got in that stupid, dumb love story rut. And without the Punisher angle in that season, golly frick, that would have been a terrible season. Would have been a terrible season. Once they got Kingpin in frame, we were good. But golly, what were they doing? So dumb. If they don't bring Bernthal back as Punisher, they're stupid. They're absolutely stupid. Did you know his buddy? Did you know his buddy, the villain, that he like drags his face across the glass? Did you know he plays Caspian in the Prince Caspian movie? Who was it? Was it Insomniac Black, or is he the one who sent the movie poster for my kids? I was like, I know that guy. Who is that guy? And I looked him up. Sure enough, it was Prince Caspian. So good. I didn't mind the Daredevil Elektra stuff, but you were ranting anyway. Yeah, you're just throwing gas on the fire. I know how you operate. The Punisher series was great, and the love story was done well. Yeah. They did a good job with that one. I think. Ben Barnes, great actor. He's English. Yeah, he's a handsome man. He's very handsome. He was good cast as Caspian because Caspian's supposed to be very handsome. Yeah, he's a good-looking dude. He made for a good villain. He did. He was very, very good in the Punisher. Because if you're gonna have the Punisher, you need that believable, nemesis villain, angle. I thought that was good. Yeah, IMDb. Yeah, how in the world did we ever figure that kind of stuff out? You'd be like, who's the guy in the movie about the car? That one? And your friends are like, no. Any new Twitter information about Forbidden West? No. Sorry, we are getting ready to shift gears. So if you tuned in for Horizon Forbidden West new gameplay info, that's the title of the stream. If you tuned in for that, we covered it at the beginning of this video. You can rewind to the very beginning. The first 5 or 6 minutes is everything you need. I combed through a report about a Chinese gaming outlet that accidentally dropped their review that indicated a Sunwing, a pterosaur, a flying machine in Horizon Forbidden West, will be mountable. And they released new footage today on the Guerrilla Twitter that looks like down in the corner is a mount. We should probably retweet that and get people's feelings. Let's see here. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I can do it on the mobile and I actually tweet the video. Yo, Demetrius coming in with 6 months, half a year of membership. I will forever be getting a red joystick. Proud before supporter of the Reforge. Welcome back to Reforge Gaming. I greatly appreciate that. Look in the lower left corner. Looks like pterosaur mount icon, potentially confirming the recent leaks. Thoughts? Look in the lower left corner. It looks like a pterosaur mount icon, potentially confirming the recent leaks about flying mounts. Tweet. Okay. Horizon Game of the Year. I still think it's Elden Ring's year to lose. Personally, I think it's Elden Ring's year to lose. So, all right. We're gonna shift gears to Lost Ark, and I'm gonna show you guys how I have switched to controller and why. I'm gonna walk you through how I did that, and we will be playing today, building the guild. Reason I wanted to do controller is I think I want to be making some characters and alts and grinding this game quite a bit, maybe even off stream, to make sure that we're able to get characters in the 50s and really start covering the scope of the end game, the currencies, the leveling, and all of that. I know people are interested in that kind of thing. We are hoping that the launch date tomorrow really sort of increases the interest. We think this could be another great game we could kind of cycle back to, cover, play, grind. I am really enjoying it. We already have a ton of people in the guild. Make sure if you're in the guild to daily do the stuff that you're supposed to do to help us unlock all the great stuff, so that way we can unlock more slots and get more people in. We're already almost to the minimum 30 count, because that's how many you can have initially, but you can expand as time goes on. So make sure if you're in the guild, you're doing those things. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run upstairs real quick, and I'll be right back. You might see some ads when I step away, and thanks so much for supporting the stream with likes, with subs, with coffee orders, 80s tees, the disc plates, the Gunner Optics glasses. If you're using any of the sponsor links below or the commands, thank you for doing that. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh. Okay, I'm back. You guys got an Elden Ring ad? Perfect. Yeah, I need to start running ads when I walk away. I need to start running ads when I walk away. It's stupid not to. We don't do a lot of ad pushes. We don't do a lot of breaks here. So. Okay. Okay. I feel a lot better after today. I was worried the name change borked us. Like, I was really worried when we name changed, like, YouTube borked us, but we got right back on the horse today. I was like, man, I was super fearful about that, but it was an unfounded fear, so we have evidence of that today. A bunch of Elden Ring previews dropping today. That's great. That's great. Tomorrow, we will, we'll have plenty to cover for From Software in the morning, for From Fridays. Let's see. Lost Ark. Gameplay Live. Bump. You bump one key. So dumb. These people that like change their Twitter names to put like Lost Ark, and then so you go to search for Lost Ark and they show up instead of Play Lost Ark. Get the frick out of here. Quit changing your name on Twitter. You're annoying. Keep your username. Okay. You apply to the guild, Jimiford? Okay. I got to go big picture mode in Steam to show people what it is that we did to get this going. Actually, we should hang on. Minimize big picture. No. We want to exit big picture. Okay. Wait, now controller configuration is there? So I don't have to be big picture, it seems. It's not Standard Rage anymore. It never was Standard Rage. This was SNTR Gaming, and we changed it to Reforge Gaming. It was never called that. We thought Reforge made more sense in line of things that I've gone through personally and professionally. We wanted something pretty meaningful, and so we switched it to Reforge Gaming last week. So, you sent a guild request too? Okay, we'll get you guys in. Let me end the poll and get links in chat for you guys, and then we'll switch gears here. Okay, put that there. Okay. Do that. Love the rebrand. Excited for the future. Thank you. Yeah, we have Reforge updates, and we also have Reforge First Look. If you like first looks at games, like real quick uploads, the first 20 minutes of video games, that's a great channel to subscribe to. Those are uploads, and the Reforge updates are also real quick uploads, little 4-minute news segments about gaming. And don't forget, we're going over to Split Screen this afternoon for another Drop Die cast. We'll be doing it in Apex Legends. The link in chat is where we are going. Next stream. Here we go. Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be more Lost Ark gameplay, but I am going to walk you through why I switched to controller on PC. I'm going to show you how I did it and how it might help you with the controller. If you want a fuller or more better, controller config guide, check out Ginger Prime. I don't really make those kind of videos. That's not really my thing. And he has a more robust guide, and he walks through those things very often. He's more of the resident expert. But I'm going to walk you through what I did to get this to work, and I'm going to make sure the redirect hang on a second. I want to make sure we redirect people from the previous stream, and it's not popping up to tell me that the redirect's going to go through. There it is. End. Okay, we're going to bring